draft, I actually think both drafts are pretty similar strength. I would give it a bit to Radiant, I would say. I really like the tricore of Luna, Earth Spirit, Doom still look really, really nice to me. I think that the Puck, Dawn, Tiny's a bit weaker. Tiny has fallen off a lot to me recently. And I don't know if you felt it too, but I think a lot of the times Tiny's gets picked, it doesn't feel as OP as it did a couple months ago.
I just, if I see Skeeter playing Tiny, I'm pretty happy. If I see anyone else, like, I know Skeeter's going to perform. I think that's also just him and how Falcons play around, like, his Tiny and just the play style. Everyone else here, I'm a little bit hesitant on just Tiny as a whole. Like, I'd kind of prefer a bit of a different style carry in general. I think a lot of it comes down to, like, also, maybe I've just seen some, like, weird blink daggers where Tinies have been forced in a position where they had to go blink or they've been playing from behind, which I don't particularly like. So, but it's a very stable hero, right?
It's
which
very
is
stable.
Probably the important thing.
It's a safe laner that has a stun, which pretty much never gets... like, that's going to be good every single meta.
Right? Like, who does that anymore? No Wraith King, no Chaos Knight. Like, we got no stunning carries.
No Dragon Knight. Like, all of them are gone. So Tiny's like the last one left in the entire pool that has a stun. 2 stuns, actually, which makes it even better. But yeah, I always get worried about that thing where Tiny's buy a blink and then stop having impact. And to me, this is what I always notice with Tiny. They kind of have a very mediocre early game, most games. And then at some point, either hits 20 minutes and then they decide to just win the game by themselves, or it's like 25 minutes and then they keep having... Oh, how did it die so fast?
Dead shot back to a Starbreaker, I guess. Nicely done.
I did not expect this lane
top lane as well. All right. Well, Rapido and Drake also get a kill in return.
Fives are struggling a bit. I'm surprised that the tree goes down level 1, especially with boots. Like, that's pretty bad because the Luna tree lane is in this patch. It's probably like the second strongest lane. Probably Drow's. It's comparable. They're good at different things, but dying early in this lane is going to be pretty good for Dire. Like, getting away with the Muerta levels 1, 2, and the Dawnbreaker getting to like level 3 timing is just a huge power spike in the lane.
Do you see any potential problems with Radiant's lineup with the, like, potentially countered by BKB? Where I know Luna at some stage, is going to have some physical damage, but is pretty split. Bottom, nice combo onto KSH. This time putting a bunch of damage into the carry instead of the Treant Protector.
And with the regions looking pretty bad. 1 Tango left. I mean, this is the Dawnbreaker lane, right? It's super strong. I would say Dawnbreaker's probably like top 3 just for laning offlaners. It's some combination of like Axe, Slardar. But even the Slardar, I think, struggles a bit more in the laning stage sometimes. And Dawnbreaker Axe just always crush these lanes. So I think they're doing a really good job already. I also do like the mangoes. He bought 2 on the Dawn. So it's really cool. He's just prepped to just constantly be casting spells, going on them. Level 3 is like the big timing when you get that second point in the hammer. And I don't think they are going to slow down anytime soon. Like, even Muerta is just, when you get kind of ahead in these lanes, you get a good dead shot or 2, just snowballs so hard.
How do you item build in general as Dawn? Because I know, maybe you look at like Ace, for example, you're looking at auras, but then there's probably a lot of other people that really like the right click and then the kind of the scaling S. Do you think is there a preferred way to itemize from Dawn?
I think the right click is just always going to be better. This patch. Auras kind of fell off. People realize, oh, it's better to just have 3 carries than 2 with the auras. So sure. I think you just go the general build. I either see, if you're snowballing very hard, you go Echo Deso. And then I think the standard build is you just kind of rush a Harpoon because the stats are good. It helps you a lot with your Q and like escaping. And then after that, you can just go like BKB or Sanjin Yasha, ACs. You know, there's a bunch of just different routes you can go after you get that Harpoon.
Okay. Well, we'll see how he's able to scale. Of course, we'll see the Doom as well. There was questions with his item build in general, if we're going to get a Radiance out of Rapido. Double brace of phase boots, of course, at the moment, so we'll get a better idea in a couple minutes. And so far, mid Young PH 19 and 6 compared to the 16 and 1 as well from Salamat.
Yeah, mid is also going really good. I would say for the Earth Spirit, he's doing even better than yesterday. Yesterday there was a solo kill on the Earth Spirit side, but I think last hitting wise, he wasn't really ahead. In this one, he's up 5 denies and 5 last hits. So kind of just crushing for young PH. What the fuck? Oh. But dude, this lane is so back and forth. I'm so, how did the Muerta die? She even had a Lotus in her inventory.
Yeah, I don't know as well.
Probably just not expecting the damage, or like died in the Lucent Beam something kind of unfortunate like that. And nice to get back into the lane, get the kill.
Get the small camp pull as well.
So far, I would say the lanes are pretty even. Nothing like too crazy for either side. Also, wow, that's KSH already has the neutral item at 4 minutes. Isn't that crazy? I guess he's been getting all the mat stones, so he has a possessed mask at 4 minutes into the game.
Yeah, wow.
So just getting a bunch of like health and attacks, that's actually massive. I want to say that's one of the fastest I see on carry. Maybe he was like farming, he was taking the mad stones for every pull. Like the tree would never take them and the Luna walked over for all of them. It had to be something crazy like that.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen when the first, I'll hold that thought actually, because we'll see if Tihi did move instantly with the nighttime hitting. So he's kind of already set up, and Dire's scan is a little bit late. So Tihi was already able to position ahead of it, but they are still playing. Like there's a potential that he's already inside their own safe lane. See the collapse with the wave now connecting. It's a bit difficult onto straight edge. Dream is still 1100 health, so they might go for the Phoenix instead, but Drick not going to land the Earth Spike. It does kind of mean that KSH is 1v2 at the moment, so the Luna's not too happy.
Yeah, he's gonna have to run away. This is a scary dive on the Tiny. I don't think the tree really can do anything here. This guy's got 1300 health with a wand and a fairy fire. Like, I mean, yeah, you're gonna get damage, but
young PH is here as well. The kick with the damage, Ace 12 gets a dive away. Meanwhile, the other two heroes gonna try and run straight edge down. They will not be able to catch up to Kim. Ace 12, it's gonna be a long chase, but young PH will get him. The Earth Spike happens a little bit sooner. It does pull them away from the power room, so Selamat's going to get the illusion. They will do a good job with keeping the catapult wave alive top lane as well. And Straight Edge actually re-entered the lane. Is he actually in trouble or no?
I think he's fine. He has Tiny. This is the best thing about Tiny, is the amount of health he gets early. I didn't like the move before I saw the Earth Spirit there, but now that Earth Spirit came, it was actually like an acceptable dive, and they get so much tower damage, right? Dealing, I think it was full before this, so it's like 1200 damage, just because the tree was able to rotate there. So really nice play. They kill the Phoenix. Don't kill the Tiny, but you just make him. He lost basically somewhere around like 300, 400 gold just for that move. So far, Radiant just making a lot of nice plays around the map.
Which they won't be able to contest the wisdom, however. I think mid was a little bit difficult. Salamat's going to drop the coil, but the Sunray as well. A little bit of extra damage. Straight Edge is trying to get in range, but it's not going to work out. And now you've got the Earth Spirit to mirror the rotation with the Magnetized Straight Edge. He's going to die to the damage over time, and Ace 12 also gets the tick as well. They need to guarantee the kill. Young PH will be able to do so, and also finds that last remaining little bit of damage. And you mentioned it, that dive was scary, and absolutely that was the case with young PH teeping in.
I want to say that the team should be making moves on the other side of the map, like to the Luna, to the Dawn for both sides, just because these heroes are so much easier to kill. They're diving like a Doom, they're diving a Tiny. I mean, Doom does go down, but is that worth losing, like trading it away for a carry?
Some more action, in fact. Gonna make it a little bit awkward with the calling. So what's going on? Tiki is about to run into Selamat and Ace. I think we're gonna lose the tree in the river. And Repeater probably just runs away. They have Avalanche on Straight Edge, but I don't think it's gonna be a problem. I think we're gonna see the tree die. Arcane Rune from Selamat. Sorry, Tihi. Detect.
No, Tihi.
Yeah, they got it.
It's Arcane.
Stack, maybe?
This guy's super dead. And the free stack. So calling back, I mean, it's pretty close. I wouldn't really The biggest thing to me is Doom is having another game that he's struggling. So, and he's still rushing a Radiance. I think it's fine. I don't want to super hate on the Radiance. I just always get worried when they're this far behind because last time we saw it, I think he got like a 20-minute Radiance yesterday.
It was super late. It was so late.
It felt like, yeah, when the game hit like 50 minutes, like he was really strong, but is that worth giving up 30 minutes of your game? 30 minutes is such a long time if you think about it, to get like pretty tanky, pretty powerful, getting like a Blink Dagger, BKB, something like that, whereas you could have that at like probably 24, 25 minute mark if you didn't go the Radiance.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if Repeater is going to be able to get the time. I guess maybe you have this offlane Dawnbreaker on the other side that maybe you're a little bit concerned on if you can match his scaling if you don't go down this route. I mean, we see Dawn is having a very good time on Same. He's second in net worth. He's got the Solar Guardian ready to go as well. So if they want, they can maybe try and make a play, potentially around the power runes that we have in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think the 10 minutes is going to be a pretty big timing for kind of whoever's able to get the rune, because it's the siege, right? I think the 10 minutes is like the most important power rune at the start of the game. You get like you get the power rune, you take a tower with the siege, it opens the whole map. So they're gonna get haste on Puck. I think probably what is gonna happen now is Puck is gonna look to rotate top to this Doom lane. They're gonna try to use the Dawn, take a huge fight on top, and it could just kind of blow the game open, depending on what happens. Like if they defend it, if they aggressive it.
How do you set up that play? Do you shove out mid and bottom needs to get shoved out as well?
I think the nice thing is you have a Dawn, right? So Dawn can just sit in the lane, vibe, wait for the play to happen, and you smoke.
He's vibing right now, but maybe not for too long. Young PH is going to TP down. They got the Spirit Vessel and the Eclipse as well, so they're going to be able to blow him up. But for the response on Carstensz, Selamat, he used the haste, but to no effect here at all. So the power rune that you were mentioning, the move that we wanted to see from them, unfortunately, a reactionary one, and they don't get anything.
Yeah, the issue with Dawn is you have to play very, very calm when plays are happening. Oh, going on Tiny now. There is a Doom, but this is a bit of a hard kill.
They have the Supernova as well. Young PH, great target. Finds the Phoenix before he can potentially use the Supernova defense and the Solar. I mean, there's no way. That ultimate was going to do nothing to keep the Tiny alive, and you just gave a free kill over, and now put your ultimate on cooldown. The tower goes down as well. We're up to a 3k lead for Yangon.
All right, and there's a rotation on the 10-minute siege, right? Like that's the big timing for the early game. Pretty much if a team is able to get something done with this 10 siege, it means so much to the flow of the game. So I think I want to say there's just a really big issue with the Dawnbreaker dying bot for two namely reasons. One, his team is smoking in general. And you never want to die when your team's smoking because it kind of just screws over their play, especially if it's to you. And in this case, it was to him. He forces out TPs from his team because imagine in that situation, if he backed off, maybe they win the fight because his Puck's able to initiate. Or maybe they end up not getting any kills, but when the enemy team goes top, then they still have TPs plus the Donald, and it also goes better for them. And they defend the tower. So a lot of big things kind of snowball off the fact he just dies once in the Dawnbreaker. And yeah, now it's still only a 2k lead for Radiant, but I think that gives them the space that they kind of need to feel comfortable with this Doom Radiance. It looks like it's probably going to be around like a 15-minute Radiance at this pace, maybe 16, which is super good. I think that's where it feels good to rush the item. And then Earth Spirit as well, having a crazy game, 3 vessel charges, going for the BKB, and Dawnbreaker might be in trouble
bottom,
again.
Yeah. The team is starting to move to bottom, but they're a little bit too slow once again to get in range. I don't know if actually the smoke even got popped from Young PH, who's trying to run down Ace 12. Won't be able to get the glimpse of the Phoenix. They'll see him now, but yeah, I mean, the Dawnbreaker, 3 deaths. It's the offlane.
Oh, he's still diving the Phoenix. Oh, he knows. Oh, he's out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, the biggest issue with Dawnbreaker that will happen in games, like the biggest, I don't want to say flaw, but the strategy to deal with her is you gank her. You never play the other two lanes. You always play in the Dawnbreaker's lane. You always play on her side of the map. Because if you go on her, she can't ult to save. But if you go on her teammate, that's when her ult actually has value. So I really like how they keep always their first play on the map is always to go on the Dawnbreaker and kill her. And then whatever happens after that is where they kind of choose to make a play if she's dead.
Now even more, the map's going to shrink. We'll see if they want to take a fight by the Wisdom or not. Radiant will actually cross-map smoke to connect back to mid. So Dire have 3 heroes nearby, anticipating that there's going to be an attempt to steal their Wisdom, but we'll have to see if Puck's also going to read this with how he's positioning. He's going to go to the top one, win the 50-50, and not be caught at the moment. Looks like he's fine. Now they've got Observer Sentry inside the mid lane, so should have the read that at least something's going on, so Puck will continue to play accordingly. How does Puck itemize in a game like this? Is this a game where you do need a defensive item to be able to play?
I mean, this is a really hard game for Puck, to be honest. Like, everything just sucks. Getting doomed, getting hacked, silenced by the Earth Spirit. Probably just an Aeon Disc. You go like Blink Dagger, and then you go Witch Blade, Blink Dagger, then Aeon Disc, and just play to hopefully not get doomed, or have your Aeon proc so you can just phase shift before he gets the doom off.
How much is that going to hurt you feel like Dire's line up the fact that the Puck has to go one defensive item?
It's not too bad. I think generally Puck is strong enough hero. You can go the one defensive item. It's like the issue is like BKB is kind of good versus Earth Spirit. Cool.
He's been getting a bunch of power runes, but haven't really been able to use them to maximum value. But this one's a kill onto Tiki. Maybe can help open up the tower as well. They've got that catapult starting to enter the lane. Maybe one thing as well is the fact that Muerta's actually pretty farm. It's already in ATOS 15 minutes in. But Druki's also getting close to the blink, but we'll see if they can do anything with this early item here from Arya.
Yeah, and Radiance had finished, so there's like a 1540 Radiance, which is pretty much exactly what you want from this offline Doom. And now I would expect that the kind of net worth is going to skyrocket for Radiant. I wouldn't be surprised in the next like 2 to 3 minutes they have a 3K, 5K.
On PH. Attempt to the Earth Spirit Slipe at 2300 health as well. They have to go through. They bring him down to about 2/3, but not enough. Once again for the power rune. Drake's got to run into the Phoenix. Bit of an awkward position for the Lion except, but still they'll blow up. Ace 12.
Nice silence.
So yet to get the Supernova, and Rapido is in with the combination. Solar Guard into what avails Seimei. Not going to be able to protect his mid laner. Now he is stuck, and with all the AoE spells they've got and the damage, Seimei is racking up the deaths and straight edge. They might be able to run him down too. The Spirit Vessel out. He's falling very quickly. Nice. There's no hiding for him. This tree line is not safe at all, and they are rolling in game one.
Well, I did say they get to about like 5-6 gold lead really quickly, and I think they've had a way to get there even quicker with a really nice rotation. I don't like how they just kept walking in pretty much one by one. Like the support goes in, the Phoenix dies, and then the Puck's like walks in to try to help, gets doomed. Then the Dawnbreaker's like, "Ah, my guy, you got doomed. I got you, man." And the Dawnbreaker dies, or is there, dies. It's just, they haven't made a move on their own terms yet. It's always been Radiant kind of does something, and then Dire tries to respond to it, and then fails. I really want to see them one time use the Donal, use the coil, use the egg, use everything on the enemies first. Like, you're the ones who's like, this guy's pushing a wave, we're killing him, right? I want to see that.
Unfortunately, he's still not gonna see it just yet, and it might honestly be getting to a stage where it could be a little bit too late. You know, young PH, it's 2300 health they have to go through. He's about to have a BKB. The Doom's going BKB next as well. So those two callers are a bit difficult. KSH, you can maybe find him, but he's going to be farming defensively. He can always push out the lanes with Manta. Meanwhile, Straight Edge top as well in this far northern side is getting scouted out with the Observer. There were a couple of pings and T here along with Rapido. We're maybe thinking about the Tiny, but without Doom, they're just going to continue to watch Dream Missile farming. And it will be the Echo Saber into the Shadow Blade from him.
And pretty standard Tiny build. There is still the chance for Tiny to kind of pop off in this game, but it's not necessarily the easiest Tiny game, to be honest. I think that Doom is a really good hero versus the Tiny with all the just percentage-based damage he has from Infernal Blade. So it's... This game is getting pretty scary. It's already kind of hovering between a 7,000-8,000 gold lead for Radiant, and it doesn't look like their draft also scales, right? It's not one of those things where it's like, oh, they had purely a laning draft, they have to end the game soon. They got a Doom, they have a Luna, like they're good to go for the next 50 minutes of the game if they want.
Sell him out. Maybe with the Luna Vision. The nighttime might help out. The coil's gonna hold Rapido back, but is Salamat just gonna die solo to the Luna? Pretty much look at the damage at this stage. It's Orb enough distance away, still without the blink, unfortunately. So just relying on the raw spells, and they'll eventually be able to run him down. I believe anyone going to be able to tip into the T2 tower is going to look to try and tip out. Do they have vision of him? They do. Not only one kill, but a second across the map as well. We saw, I believe, a solo from Young PH in the mid lane.
He had a little bit of help. The line was there to press stuns, so. But it's still just, they're pretty much playing way faster. This is what happened yesterday in their first game. They had a very, very clean early game. Their lanes went well. They ran around and they made the other team kind of look like fools, to be honest, which is what they're doing again. And I'm happy that they're able to perform this way again so far, at least in this first game. But man, what a turnaround it was from games 2 and 3 yesterday, right? Like the vibe completely shifted. So if they're able to close this one out and keep this lead, I want to see them be able to do something similar in game 2 or even 3.
Top lane, I thought just so easy kill. Yeah, that's going to be the question, right? Is can there be the consistency from them? Because those games were very competitive as well, but it just felt like we didn't get the as dominant of a performance that we saw in game 1, and now this game 1 as well. So YG at the moment looking incredibly strong, but this leads up continuing to grow, and maybe the Shadow Blade on straight edge. We'll see what they can find him, and any pickoff is going to help out.
Nice harpoon.
This one is a good start.
They really needed that kill. They needed like anything. At this point, the puck is starting to fall behind really hard, which you don't really want from puck, especially versus Earth Spirit. The fact that like puck is falling this far behind an Earth Spirit is not only bad in terms of the game, like the team fights, but just in terms of how fast the heroes farm.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's a question if does it continue to be this way though. See if the smoke is going to work from them. Puck would have read that something's going on, but the rest of the team also nearby as well. He's 12 on the low ground. I think they saw the puck with the orb. Trick's got the blink as well. They're going to be able to see him inside the lane, the finger, and the chain control. They will also be able to run into the Doom Go. So finally, see Carstensz get a more valuable kill, but are they going to be able to split away? That's the problem. Straight edge. Shadow Blade's up in a second. They got the detection, yep. The dust already applied. Straight edge is going to have to try and drop as much damage as he can, but everyone else has scurried away. So, Puck dies. Unfortunately, Tiny's going to join him as well.
And pauses. Oh, not the pause. Discord. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. When I casted with LeBron a little bit, he mentioned multiple times about these pauses. You know, he was always like, yeah, all right, what, sound problems? What's going on? We know they're not sound problems. This is actually like, this is actually your kind of a thing that happens where as a viewer, we don't actually realize, but some of the pauses, you know, maybe they're a little bit more BM than what we might know. I'm not saying that one is, but...
I would say, I don't think there's that many BM pauses. Okay, I think usually they're not. I know some have happened, but they're very rare.
They're very rare.
I think it's just usually what'll happen is if it's like an issue like that, usually if you're like fighting, you won't ask for the pause till like after it's over. Is why it'll like look like it's a BM pause.
Get the shot so he has the eyes in the forest now. So gonna make this lead feel even more difficult for Carstensz to play into. You got the BKB now on the Luna as well, so triple BKB for Radiant.
I mean, so yeah, the 11,000 lead. They just played out of their lanes, I think, really well. I want to get, again, shout out to Earth Spirit. Is this just, I guess this is just the puck response. This guy's 11-0. Can everyone just play Earth Spirit? Is this hero easy now?
Apparently. Like, what's going on? I thought it was supposed to be a hard hero.
I thought it was too, but these guys are all gold. They're not even experts. They're LARPers.
Who did you learn Earth Spirit off? Was there one person in particular?
I don't know if I learned Mid Earth Spirit from anyone, because I think when I first started playing Mid Earth Spirit, no one was really playing it at the time.
I see.
Maybe the only person I ever saw play it was a crit, because this was like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
It was like when I first started playing it, maybe even longer. And then when eventually he became like a real mid, I'd already like been playing him forever.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
People started learning from you. You learned from Kritau and
Yeah. No, I taught it to people.
Yeah. Now we got people like Young PH pulling out your random gold Earth Spirits against pucks and absolutely destroying. So I don't know if this is a hero that we now need to. Is this another spirit we need to be thinking about? We got so many tempo controlling mid heroes. You know, the puck, the Ember, the Storm, the Pango, all of them.
I think it's definitely a really solid mid, and it's looking better because of the puck matchup, I would say.
Okay.
I don't know if I would say it, but it looks particularly good versus the puck is probably a better way to put it. Which is really surprising. I didn't think it'd be that consistently bad for the puck, but apparently it is. Like, I just wouldn't have expected. I think the other thing that's different is the new skill build on Earth Spirit. If you guys haven't noticed, they're going 4-1-4. So they're actually going only 1 point in the boulder.
Oh, they do 4-1-4. Okay. Okay.
Yes. So it evolved. It used to be you go like 2-0-2, and then you put 1 point in roll at 5, and then you max your Q, and then you max your roll. Because now with getting to skip talents, you can go 4-4-2 on like every hero and still get your level 2 ult. And that was the standard, but I think now people are just full committing, being like, what's the point of having 2 points in like silence? Let me just full commit it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of burst damage. It's basically what, like 600 damage ish, just in an instant with the 2 nukes. So it's pretty high damage early game, and I think that's why they're able to like snowball and kill these pucks so easily.
That snowballing is continuing at the moment here. KSH just moves from top to mid with the catapult. They still got plenty of time to work with the Aegis as well. So already looks like Repeater is starting to set up bottom. Now he is quite alone. Sees the Moetza and, oh, in fact, he's actually going to be okay. We use the Doom.
Moetza.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if maybe Same, if there was a +1 that could kill Repeater by himself, but no, he's completely chill. Nice scan as well onto straight edge. Got BKB. Gonna make this one a little bit more difficult. It's gonna be up to Drick, but they'll use the vision from KSH to start. Nicely done. A great positioning from the Luna. Won't even use the BKB. He knows his fate.
I think they might just start hitting the high ground. And Doom is just gonna walk over. He can be able to cut mid-wave if he needs to, but Tree's already doing that, so yeah. He can look for these solo kills, but I don't think he really has.
Oh,
kind of
what?
Whoa, Donald.
Obviously some miscommunication. Thought that potentially the puck was going to go in for the kill, but jaunted away, and that's when he used the Solar Guardian. Now you don't have another spell. You don't have another big ultimate, which we haven't really seen too much out of the Solar Guardian, unfortunately. And now here's the high ground stage. It looks like absolutely the case. Young PH, a beautiful silence onto 2. They'll get the Phoenix, get rid of another hero that can provide some team fight prowess. And yeah, these buildings are just gone.
Yeah, I think they keep going. There's still 2 minutes left on this Aegis, and I mean, the game is getting, it's already out of control. I don't want to even say it's getting out of control. It's been out of control. Like, no one's done anything, I want to say, for Dire. They've all just been kind of struggling. They kind of were fighting back in the laning stage. It was back and forth, but I don't think they've gotten a kill past the laning stage. I think all of them were pretty much in the first, like, 8 minutes of the game or so. It's been a while at the latest.
Yeah, it was like, yo, 6 minutes, something like that. Well, let's pretend it was longer. I think they got
We pretended the whole game.
Yeah,
they pretty much have 0 kills. If you think about it, they got basically 0 kills. And they're going to go back, push to top. They finished the full Scotty now for the Luna. So still minute left on the Aegis. It should be a Rax. There's no glyph. I don't really see a way that they deal with Luna.
Just hope maybe the random dead shot and fire spirit can slow him down. I got a nice ward outside the base. Don't be too late. Lose the buildings. Bottom, they're going to start to TP back for straight edge. I think they TP'd under the observer ward, so they're pretty aware. Tiny's going to make sure he completely gets out.
There's a world that the puck tries to chase, maybe even gets the tree, but they don't really have vision.
They're just still up for another 45 seconds.
Yeah, okay, they see the tree though, because the sentry.
Not a bad start. They're going to easy pick off. They're going to be able to slow KSH down, however. Sell him up just a little bit out of range here with the club, but the blink's going to be back up shortly. Brady actually want to try and take the team fight, roll in. Antis will be able to protect Selamat. A blink defensively up on the high ground. Nice timing out of the silence as well, but tricks him with a combo. What won't matter if you silence the Doom, because young PH and the Lion just have an overwhelming amount of control. The backline is in shambles. The Tiny's controlled as well. Your BKB will do nothing. And they can do no wrong. Absolutely not the case here from Yangon. It's like we saw from them in game 1 yesterday. This is just, all class.
I mean, even forcing the Dawnbreaker BKB. It feels so bad. This guy's just wasting all of his stones on you, but it doesn't matter because you just have to use your BKB, and now Dawn can't even fight. I wouldn't be surprised if they might just try to force Throne just to try to end the game, because there's no spells left for Dire.
Let's see, do they go for it? And we play a little bit more of a passive game. Nope, they're in. Let's go. Oh,
I mean, the safe play, the correct play is to go back and take the third side. I think most of these teams are... These Young PH has no BKB for 25 seconds.
Not the damage. Silence kind of disrupts the park, but he spells are on cooldown regardless.
And literally nothing happened to him.
Just fine. Use the Shiva's silence. It's like, all right, cool. Sell him out. Think about running high ground into the Lion. Rick's actually, he's got an ailment disc already. Pops to the Witchblade.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
What are we looking at probability wise? I'm seeing 7%. So
7's higher than I would have thought, to be honest. To me, this game is like 99. Where does the 7 come from? What are they going to do to the Luna? Dude, this guy has 20% damage reduction when he presses W. All right, let's see.
Oh, maybe now? Can he get the Luna Orbit out? Oh, this is where the 7... Never mind. Yeah, never mind. The 7%... I mean, the Supernova's in a very good position. They don't even attempt to try and bring it down, and Earth Spirit now completely controlled and surrounded, but there is a Doom out of the base. With the anti-Scatter's resistance, it might not matter in the end, though. He's just so goddamn squishy, and Drick has always been able to play these fights perfectly. There's a Scepter somehow as well on Muerta, but not enough to kill Tihi.
And Luna's low, has a Satanic, is probably going to try to force the buys and just like keep hitting the racks. But, ooh, he wanted to go and his blink got canceled just at the end.
That makes sense, I guess.
You're going to say like, just do that for a little fun.
Yeah, just configurations, why not? But yeah, I guess here the blink getting canceled definitely makes more sense. There we go, it's back up now. Everyone else is going to follow. And what an easy game for the Lion. When you have all these heroes that can play in front, Lion's been 3-0. His spell casting has been on point from Drick so far. And now they're going to lose the Dawnbreaker as well. And also game 1 by the looks of it. Start to finish. Super clean performance from Yangon.
I mean, just honestly, very impressive game. I patch, and I don't have faith in Tiny this patch. So it's like they had the snap, and I always want to have faith in Clock Snap and Rubik. Like those 3 heroes are all pretty much top tier for their roles. So it's like, I'm like, oh yeah, they got broken heroes. And I know Tiny in theory is supposed to be this really strong hero, but I just don't personally like it. And then I compare that to the other team. They have Luna, one of the best carries. Axe, one of the best offlanes. Storm. So they have Tricore of all really good heroes. Hoodwink, one of the best supports. And Enchantress, which is like, I feel like it's like somewhere in like the A tier range. Maybe like a high B. It's like a, you know, it's a whatever hero. So Dyer's draft just feels a lot better. Dota Plus also does say 45-55.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. I think specifically with the Enchantress, I think it's one of Tihi's better heroes. He's always really liked the Enchantress. So I've seen him play this in multiple different rosters. And we'll see from Carstensz what they can pull out. This smoke, I thought maybe if they were able to just sneak through on the high ground, could wrap around on the Brood, but they'll get some nice chip damage into straight edge instead. Maybe
Chip
more
damage.
than chip? Way more than chip, but we're going to use the blood grenade. There we
there's a
go.
blood
Comes
grenade,
out now. This is a kill. It's not just chip. It's apparently first blood.
That is his first. And Rubik now
Ace
has been
12?
right-clicking the whole time.
I don't know, buddy. Maybe. All right, he's going to turn it back on Drick.
He's
A
a faithful.
rocket flare level 1. Okay, cross map rocket flare. Nice.
I think the second they saw the brew turn the corner, they're like, why is there a brew here on this rune? But I actually was able to turn around the hoodwink, so not the worst, but Axe, I think anytime Axe gets these like early kills, it just hurts the lane so much.
So they do also have the lane matchup, like you said. Whoa, Ace, his ult's just...
Oh, he's just half health.
Oh my god. Yeah, all right. Well, so yeah, Rubik down the bottom, but yeah, like you mentioned, I don't know if it's going to be any better for him in this lane. So, shall see. And again, I mean, you had Rocket Flare level 1 as well, which probably maybe not going to be as much of a problem. Ayed's going to drag the wave too, but there's no
Yeah, I think the
cogs.
Rocket Flare's okay here because you're playing to drag the wave. So it's like a bit harder to use the cogs because you're not like breaking the trees and like being annoying to these heroes. And I want to say people just aren't really maxing battery assault because you almost always want to max cogs. And then at that point, it's like, do you really think that the damage from battery assault is going to be worth it? So they just go like a 1-4-4 build. So I think flare is not really a big deal.
Yep. We'll see. Of course, the last matchup, mid lane, we'll just touch on it briefly again.
The mid
PH.
is kind of surprising. He's
Yeah.
up 6 last hits. And this is a matchup, like, yeah, I've said like Storm can survive her snap, but I wouldn't say Storm should thrive her snap. This should be one of those lanes that is still like a 55-45, probably at worst.
What are the
snap.
nuances in this lane for Storm specifically?
It's a lot of just Storm can trade really nicely into the snap, but a lot of the times I'll see like here, if he wasn't low enough that he's level 3, he would have just cooked it on the Storm and pressed Q and did like 800 damage to the Storm, and he'd be super low. But I think that the snap just took too much damage early game, which is good on the Storm for trading early. And because he took so much damage early, it means that it's pretty much impossible for the snap to be able to trade until now. And now I think that the lane should even out a bit more, but you're already in a good position at the Storm, right? Like, you're happy. Like, look at this. Let's see. This trade mid is kind of...
Young PH.
okay, well, there's the snap.
Okay, well, there you go. He plays on top of pretty much a full creep wave as well, so that helps sell him out.
I literally was just watching that start to finish. The Storm just walked into 4 creeps and just started trading, and then he just died from 80% health to 2 spells. It was really fun. Every time I see snap, I remember why I love this game so much.
Now he's top last hit. So before it was like an 8-9 difference, and he's very happy with what he's seeing going on. But unfortunately, bottom lane, it's not too fun for Carstensz still. I mean, we've got 2 points up in the battle hunger, double bracer. You're already gearing up for once we get that 3rd level from Drick. There's definitely going to be a kill, and maybe even beforehand.
Yeah, these Axe lanes are so scary to watch. I always feel like he just does so much damage with the battle hunger. I I really like the build. I hope he goes a similar build of like the vessel. Oh, here's the dive.
Oh,
It's gonna be 1 kill at least.
Surely should tick out in the end. Meanwhile, Drick is also running straight edge down, so they're not going to get just one, but also a second
health,
as
one more
well,
right
unless the deny. But Drick is able to just get in range, and this will be a full wave that Tiny's going to lose under the tower. KSH is also... No, okay, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully for them, they did get the trade on the Enchantress on the other side of the map. So a bit of a win for them, but the lanes are still... I know the score is close, but I feel like how the lanes are playing out is really good, at least for Dire, depending on how the Axe plays. Like, I think the Snap solo kill mid to me is kind of just putting the... Oh, okay, Storm's just low. It's putting mid kind of in the position that it should have been the whole time.
Yep.
And
Oh, there's
bot
another kill.
having Axe having... Oh, like what's happening bot? This is so good for them. If the Axe is able to like convert this into kills, convert this into map pressure, I really don't want him to go for the blade mill. He had it queued up. He unqueued it now. I really want him to go like Vessel and play fast.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask, like, do you like double bracer? Do you remember what Nico went last yesterday if he went early?
I think it was double bracer and then it was phase boots earn.
Okay,
I want to say. So hopefully he goes that build, but look at top Snap pressing the ult on the Luna.
Yeah, what's at end bottom
a
as well.
Lotus
We got
at
the
Fairy
dive,
Fire?
so both carries are going to be killed off by the looks of it. I mean, this is nicely done from Carstensz. Something we mentioned in the draft as well. With the Snap going mid, you need this like early level 6 from the kisses to try and offset how rough the side lanes could potentially be.
Yeah, I think Snap definitely is showing like why Snap mid is one of the best heroes. It just is too much damage. Like the hero at these like level 6 through like level probably 10 has to just be the highest damage hero in the game right now of the patch for mid. And oh, okay, I thought he was in danger. There's so much that can get decided between those levels as the mid laner, because that's 6-minute rune timing, 8-minute rune, the 10-minute siege, even like the 15-minute siege is around those like level 10 timings for the mid laners. And there's a TP bot with the Snap.
Yeah,
I think the Axe is in danger of dying.
Is he stuck? No, okay, got dragged down. Yeah, gotta be a little bit careful here with the positioning. Selamat off the mark with the cookie. Might be able to TP out after they got the damage.
No way.
Nicely done, the sidestep. And now Selamat is in such an awkward position on the map. He would hate to be here.
That's so sad.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is nice though from top there. With that kill that we saw on the Luna, he wasn't actually able to re-enter the lane. They've done a lot of damage with the catapult wave and also running Tiki down as well. So this lane's going also very well for Carstensz at the moment. Bruce actually, well, he was second in net worth, fluctuating back and forth with the axe. He's going to go Midas into the scepter from Seimei this game.
Yeah, I think that's kind of been the standard for a while. It's really sad what they did to Radiance on Brew. I've always been sad about that change, that it doesn't give the blind anymore. That it has like only built evasion, so it basically just is terrible on Brewmaster. So people just go the Midas now, but the Ags itself is very strong when you get it. So that's kind of a big plus.
Are you a Brew believer in general though?
I think it's acceptable. I don't think it's unpickable, but I definitely wouldn't say I'm a believer. Like I think every time I see it, I'm surprised unless it seems like a god tier Brew game. I think there's certain games that I'm like, wow, that's a really good one. Like first, maybe like a terrible.
That's a big move. It's a massive move from Seimei. Looking to try and slow down Rapido with the push onto the tower, and yeah, that's going to be a kill without a doubt. I mean, they're trying to bring the Hoodwink down, but
there's no way.
Very close. Unfortunately, Straight Edge is still going to be okay. And now Seimei's we're going to try and think about catching up to Drick as well. He will be able to, because Selamat on the other side will actually... Never mind. Apologies. The Primal Split just ended before he was able to get in range for the Cyclone. They won't get Drick. There's still a bit of a stack, though. I think they also got the power room, which is nice from Selamat.
Looking for young PH, but oh, nice, like kind of juking the trees to zip past them.
Just gotta dodge the cogs now too.
Good bushwhack. I hate these cogs. I hate them so much.
Straight Edge, you're gonna get out of here.
He has the TP, but oh, he's gonna walk into the Watcher, so they're gonna see him on that Watcher.
Dire's middle tower
Oh,
is under
Guess right?
no guesses.
are scanning. Dire's structures
Just TP out, Tiny. Okay, he's out. Dude, his net worth. He doesn't even have. He's just hitting 3,000
man.
now. Like they're. Oh, I want to believe in Tiny. Like I want to believe that this hero is good. It's just so many Tiny games I see end up like this, and I don't even necessarily blame him because it has to be something with the hero. This is such a consistent thing. But then still, even after this, there's like a 20-30% chance that just hits 25 minutes and he just starts killing heroes off cooldown. That's like the weird thing about the hero that I don't understand. He just randomly gets a million free damage just for fun.
Do you like the heroes that he can play with this game as well? Like surely like Tiny going in with, you know, Mortimer Kiss's follow-up, or maybe not as much like the not abilities for the Rubik to steal, but the Brewmaster as well.
I think it's nice with the snap. I think the big thing this game, from my opinion, is if the snap is going to be able to get enough done to make space. I like that he's going for Blink Dagger. We've seen actually some snaps recently go for like Travel's very first item, and I don't like that. I like the Blink into the Shard, and then you can go back for Travels if you really want it. But yeah, I'm looking for Snap to do a lot with this Blink Dagger. Like you follow up a hook on the Storm, you one-shot the Storm, you maybe kill the Luna once. Like I think being able to shut down this Luna's timing is really good in snowballing, because if the game, sure they're ahead, I think, in the game state right now, but if the game keeps going like this and it's relatively even, I think that at some point this Luna just wins the game and Tiny's not really going to be able to do much to him.
Stun actually does connect in the mid lane. Can they get in range for any follow-up? Won't be able to. I like the move regardless. So Same comes, he doesn't need to use the Primal Split, but just with the extra presence of the Brew and the Catapult, they're able to bring the tower down pretty easily. So they're the ones that have actually, you know, have the objective advantage even against the Enchantress from TI15.
I can't believe you hit that cog on the Storm. That was, dude, can they just make the model of the cog smaller? It pushes back heroes so much. It's oh my god.
It's so unexpected
so
as well how far it goes. Every time I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah. It's actually it's painful to watch. Like just
Yeah.
I feel physically hurt when I'm watching this happen on my screen.
And you know, especially Schofield, bro, he's just every time it's like this evil laugh when he uses cogs. It's just mad, man. Just all of them who play clock.
They're all. There's something evil about this hero, and it's like he's such a silly guy. Like all his voice sounds are like, "I'm just a robot," and then he just like, makes you hate yourself. It's also like the other one that does that is Enchantress. Like the "I love winning" line. Oh, when you just get ganked mid at 5 minutes by a creep, and then you just hear Enchantress go, "I love winning" in her high pitched voice. Oh my.
There's definitely
I've had
some
nightmares
things.
of that before.
Yeah, and because it feels like every position 5 player, the top level is they know how to play the Ench.
Yep. And the worst is you play it like Invoker, and there's nothing you can do. Your tower's just dead at 5 minutes. Thankfully for them, this game the Enchantress did not take the tower, but I think that this game is going to be a bit slow compared to the first game. Obviously, no one's ahead, which is why it's slow. But I think even draft-wise, both teams kind of want to hit their timings. Like you got an offlaner with a Midas. Actually, oh wait, he's changed up his build. He's skipped Midas and he's
sold
going
it, actually,
Orchid
yeah.
on the Brew.
He did just buy and then sold
Like he
it straight
bought it,
away.
yeah, but he sold it.
Huh.
Which Orchid?
Why Orchid?
I mean it has to be for Storm, but I don't like it. The Ags is so good.
Yeah.
This has
yeah.
to be. He's gonna change his mind. I think if he goes the Orchid, it's a mistake. The reason I don't think he dies in a stun.
But
I think
man,
he's
if
gonna
they
be able to
get
his
him,
ult
he is
off.
completely alone.
He's so fast though. He is the max passive. Okay, this is my logic with Brew. I think the reason why people like Midas on him was because you kind of want to hit your Ags timing around your level 12. Because it basically gives you an extra point in your ult. So it turns your level 12 hero into a level 18 hero, if you want to think about that way, right? Because you get level 3 ult. So it's really, really sick. And so it's nice to like delay it a bit to get it at that like 12, 13 minute mark, or like level 12, 13. But Orchid, an item you can't even use during the split? Like, I guess he's gonna like Orchid the Storm and then split, but
Radiant are scanning.
Rapido. They're trying to gank him and also contest the Wisdom. With the daytime, they're going to have to run by and he will see them.
No.
A little bit too late to hook to steal the Wisdom. Rapido with the Blade Mail. Now Salamat's still going to continue with the kisses, but with the Eclipse raining down. Great response. Rapido hasn't even died just yet because the supports don't have the damage himself, and Ayad is just hoping and praying that he can get close, but he will not, and the chop is there.
I can't believe he lived. That
The voice line too is great. Axe misjudged.
that has to be illegal. They 3-man smoke onto a solo Axe, and he kills all of you.
Yeah, look at that.
Sure,
It's 750 damage with Blade Mail.
Oh no.
So that was honestly a perfect time for that to happen, because I was just going to ask you about the item build for the Axe. I mean, we were bringing up early with the Vessel and questioning, maybe the Brew, if this was the best, cost-effective gold for him to use. And I was going to ask if the Blade Mail was the same, but I guess we kind of saw what just happened with Blade Mail versus Snap.
Yeah, I mean, if they're playing this like slower paced game, like for how he's playing, Blade Mail is definitely better than the Vessel, right? Like if he was going for the Vessel, he would be running
Straight
around,
edge.
always being the one making the move.
What a beautiful move from them down bottom as well. With the 2-man amp damage and sharpshooter. Down goes the Tiny. We're up to 4 deaths for him and top lane. Ayad with
nice
the hook
hook
shot.
block.
They'll still get him, but yeah, it's a slowly longer chase.
He is a 16-6. It's going to be really
Actually.
annoying.
So dumb. Mid? Actually, what?
And now the mid just dies to the Storm jump as well, still with the DD. So Storm just got 2 back-to-back core kills with DD while they spent like 30 seconds trying to kill an Enchantress.
Whoa.
I mean, he committed to the Orchid on Brew, which I mean, I wanna like trust him that he knows what he's doing, but I really dislike this. He needs to get like 2 kills on the Storm pretty much back to back with his Orchid for it to be worth. And especially based on the fact that they started like dying a lot on cores.
Insanely deep.
4 rainbow.
Are they going to be able to TP in fast enough? No, they got the kill.
Okay, there's the Orchid on
The
Storm.
Orchid's going to be out with the hook shot as well. So
Okay.
Storm, they'll blow him up.
That's
1 for 1 in the end, which is probably, I don't know. I was going to say like the fact that because Storm went Yashikai, he's got the Manta queued up now. So I was a bit concerned that if he gets away and farms up, then all of a sudden you have this answer to the Orchid. But it will be slowed down a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're doing Manta. That was like the meme for I want to say what, like 4 months ago, something like that.
Yeah, I think it started when Satanic was playing Storm mid carry, right? And then we saw
Yeah,
some
maybe it
mid
was a bit
play it.
longer. Maybe it was like 6 months ago. And then more recently, I think people have been buying Lotus on Storm. I want to say the past like 3 months or so.
Yep.
I know there was a game where Nisha went like Lotus Lincoln's BKB, like all defensive.
Bottom lane.
Going on the Brewmaster bot.
Jump in. Ayad's going to
think
do
he's
his
gonna
best to
die.
try and tank up some of the damage with Eclipse. And yeah, that's not going to be the kill for them. Seimei activates the split.
Nice cookie.
They'll be able to get the axe with ease. And now Drick as well, cycloned up in the air. As soon as he drops, it's going to be a second kill for them. So really, they are playing great around the Brew and the Snapfire. These 2 heroes, a big reason why they're currently even in the game state.
And then top, they're trying to make a go on the Rubik, but
Nice
anytime
cookie
you're
again.
gonna go near a tier 1 tower, there's gotta be TP responses. Okay, 3 kills just back. I was worried. Oh, and the Orchid. It actually did, so they killed him. He just walked into a lane and killed the Storm with an Orchid. Just casually. Like the Storm went to go zip farm the wave, and he just died. So it's pretty much 2 back-to-back deaths on Storm. All right, well, we got a game here on our hands.
All right.
I was actually starting to get worried that Dire was about to like start running away with the game, but a really nice like Wisdom Rune fight into the defensive on mid, into the kills on bot, and I don't think they have anything to slow up the Brewmaster as well. Like I would say the Brew and the Snap are both doing their jobs like pretty much perfectly. Dude, how do we? Your Storm just died in this exact same spot to the same heroes.
No, but it's just had to confirm, you know. So there's more people here.
That's where the Brew is.
Yes,
I forgot.
My bad.
A little lack of object permanence. The Brewmaster went into the trees, guys. I don't know where he went. He's gone.
Oh, there he is.
Dota Plus still does not like Radiant's chances, surprisingly, even though they kind of have the momentum right now. If I had to guess why, I think it's because of the Luna. Like, this is a really, really good Luna game, and Tiny is struggling. So in terms of the carry department, it's still really heavily in favor of the Dire. But if they're able to get all these plays with Storm and Brew, they get another like even 2 to 3 kills. I think that the lead and advantage they have and just momentum will be kind of out of control.
Yeah, I think the main thing with the Tiny is the fact that
Nice
actually
jump on
top lane. Kill, but the Eclipse going to be used as well from KSH. For me, it's the fact that like you've stabilized this game from Radiant like in an incredible rate with all the other heroes, and now you've got Shadowblade on straight edge. So now he can even start to get a little bit more involved, even with these 5 deaths. Like something you mentioned that there are stages where Tiny all of a sudden can just do a surprising amount of damage, and maybe if he can have a decent angle into the team fight, he has heroes to be able to play around with as well. So we'll see. This Shadowblade helps a lot.
Yeah, I think if Tiny's able to get involved and get like a jump on the Storm or get plays, like you just want to help your Tiny get involved at this stage in the game, because it's one good team fight for him, and then he feels on top again, right? Like that's all it takes. It just right now he is 0-5, and I think that's why he is like struggling in our perspective. And Brewmaster the Orchid definitely, I mean, it did work. Like I'll be upfront, I didn't believe in it, but he did exactly what he needed to with it. Like he got the 2 kills pretty much back to back, and he has his Ags now. So I mean, it was really impressive. I think whatever they did on the map was just so good for them that I was not expecting it to just snowball that hard.
And they're going to try and move across the map with the smoke. I don't know if they definitely saw the Brew along with the Clockwork going through the portal. They also run into Drick by the looks of it too. Let's see if KSH... Can they slow him down, however? They're going to try and actually run towards the Luna instead of killing the Hoodwink. They will go back and get the Avalanche to stop the TP out. So they were very close to getting the carry, however. KSH will dip.
KSH is going to have to put in so much work in this game. I think at this point it's starting to feel like one of those 1v5 games where he's got to put his team on the back, get this BKB, get like a Butterfly maybe for the Tiny, or probably Butterfly, and then you just try to manfight the Brewmaster Legions. I think that's the perfect, but Tormentor going to be pretty free for Radiant. Clockwork would be great to get a shard for. Nope, it's Rubik. Rubik's still good. Especially versus Axe. The Rubik shard is actually super, super good versus Axe, because you kind of like soft stun your teammate by stunning him, by throwing him away like he's lifted for half a second. And then also you just drag the Axe away. So if it's like a melee hero like the Tiny, he's not going to be able to right click for pretty much the whole duration of the call.
For the Luna item build specifically to succeed on the 5v1 or the 1v5, is there any different items he needs to go this game?
I think he wants to at some point have a Daedalus and a Butterfly and be able to just kill the Breedlings whenever they show up in the fight. Because right now he does a lot of damage with ult to like kill these heroes casually, like as you saw, like the Clockwork just like instantly died to him. But
bottom lane
going up bot.
Yeah, jump onto the Tiny. They're gonna have the damage before the rest of the team respond, because they are close. There's the snap with the jump in the middle.
So much damage.
And then Teehee, even kisses, because yeah, you know, some PTSD with how difficult it's been previously to kill the Enchantress. Salamat's like, oh yeah, 100-second cooldown on kiss hits. That's all right. Let's just guarantee and get away back to farming.
I mean, that's what Tiny does best. He like sits on a wave. You go on this guy with 3,000 health because you think you can kill him, and then you can. I think that was a bit weird of a jump to just do it as 2. I want to say like nerves hit Dire. I think that they were doing pretty good early, and then they kind of had a couple oopsies, and then they haven't been on the same page since. Like, Storm hasn't really been showing up in these fights. Storm died, what was it, 2 times back to back? I don't know. I just feel like, oh, his arcane room though. I don't know. I just want them to do something together. Like, thankfully now they're all together on the 24-minute rune, but it's so obvious. I think they smoked just at a vision of the rocket flare, but this should be
straight edge.
trying to get a shield rune.
Hookshot's going to be able to slide on past me where Young PH has wanted to deal with the second support as well. Young PH going to be a little bit careful at the moment. The Orchid has already come out. He's manted it off. Doesn't have too much mana, however, which might be a problem at the moment. Enough to be able to get some more separation. Same wants to run them down. He's got a Blink and Primal Split ready to go with aggressive jump at the top, and Young PH is out of mana. They'll do their best for the Glimmer Cape, but the Sentry's already layered down, and that is another death to add to the tally of the mid lane from Yangon.
I mean, what's credit to do, this Orchid is destroying. He is actually just putting his team on the back. They're all having a round on him, and just at this point, I'm still looking at the Luna. Like, I really want to see KSH have impact in the fights, impact in kind of doing something. And I don't think it's necessarily his fault. I think his team is just not enabling him to join. It's one of those things as carry where you can look from it from 2 perspectives. You can be like, yo, he needs to like show up to a fight, but you can also argue his team needs to enable fights that are good for him to show up. And his team or his Storm and his Axe haven't really given him these opportunities. I think they really need to give him a clean jump, and this Tiny right here is a great opportunity for a jump.
Absolutely it is. They got no creeps to be able to tank up the Eclipse, and finally something will work for Yangon. It's been a while since they've been able to get something going. You see instantly the response in the mid lane from Carstensz. They're going to pull actually TP in from Dire. Young PH going to want to zip onto Aya.
Okay.
Repeaters here as well if he can also get a glimpse of another hero, but Ace 12 along with Seimei play accordingly. Not going to put themselves in a compromised position.
I mean, okay, 2 kills back to back. Another going in the
Repeater. Cookie kind of puts Ace 12. Defensive telekinesis is going to be able to zip away. Young PH now orchid it up, man. Throw cooldown. Lose the kisses. He tries to sidestep, and he will miss enough for them to be okay. The rest of Dire have responded. Absolutely, it is. I mean, they are using ultimates one by one, but not together. The important thing, Repeater, you was up in the air, but now KSH, I mean, surely we should finally be able to see the power of the Luna. Rapido is starting to die, but if it's not quick enough, KSH, yeah, he's killed them off. Now, with it about to expire shortly, Storm Spirit zip in. If they got the damage, they do. They'll blow up the Storm before he gets that last little bit of mana to zip away.
What? What a weird fight. They just kept... why did they ever just give up? Why would you give up? They overchased, I think, a bit too much. Like, they're starting to feel good. They're like, okay, we're on the same screen. Let's like keep fighting, keep going. But I think that the second you kind of force the brew split and you save your axe, I think it's good enough. Like, you don't need to kill the brew. He's sure he's not like useless because he does have the orchid and he's tanky, but they sort of have a minute to go with the Storm up now. Like, if they backed off, basically at this point of the game, they could have jumped those supports mid with the Storm, right? They could look for a Roche. They could do a lot of stuff, but because the Storm kind of commits to this overchase, now Brewmaster gets to split up for free. Now there was no point in kind of your Luna using her body to protect from the split. So you kind of just like ruined your Luna's impact in the fight, I would say.
Carsten's going to look to try and go again. Got the Wisdoms up in about 10 seconds. There are multiple Dire heroes up on the high ground. Might actually, yeah, good position from Drake. Smoke's going to pop. Looks like they'll get the Hoodwink, so they're still, regardless, it's going to be a kill and also the Wisdom. Looks like they want to give it to the Tiny.
They got the Luna's quarter, but there's nothing on it. She's going to have her Scotty. I think that they should maybe consider forcing the Roche right now. And
on Dial?
Yeah, on Radiant.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to do this now. I like this. They have pretty good Roche damage between like the snap and the brew. Like they surprisingly have a lot. And Dire does scan, so they know it's happening, but I would rather for them just give it up and just trade farm on the map. Because what they're doing, they're stealing the XP rune. The Axe is just farming. They want to hit their timings. The Scotty Luna, I would say, is like the really big one because there's not an insane amount of chain stun on Radiant. I think he should be able to kind of go in on Luna and survive with the Scotty, get his BKB off, press his W, kind of somewhat commit with a bit of help from his team. And if he's able to bait the start of the fight, that gives Axe the opportunity to jump, which is all they need. I really want to see them have another fight on the same screen because the last time they did and they didn't chase, it was looking pretty good for them.
Unfortunately, now they're going to have to do it against a disadvantage with the Aegis. So we might see them just wait a couple of minutes on Carstensz. Just got the first BKB for the stat fire, straight edge. The Dreamer Cell has got his pretty shortly as well. And almost AC too. I mean, this is about to be some massive timings from Carstensz.
Yeah, they're definitely... Radiant is way more ahead than the 4,000 gold lead. Because the really cool thing I like about Dota that's sometimes hard to see as like a spectator is unfinished gold items are kind of like fake, right? So if you look at Radiant, they're about to hit their AC timing and they're going to hit their BKB timings. And for Dire, the big timings on like the cores.
Whoa, prepare. He jumped over Tiny, of course, didn't know he was there. Looking for the BKB
Nice
TV out. Great position from Ayad. They won't be able to get the Luna though.
He actually killed the clock.
No way.
Oh I mean, that's what that makes it worth it right there. One free kill.
Take it. You have to use a couple of BKBs.
Yeah, they use the BKB on the Luna, the BKB on the Axe. Radiant didn't really use any cooldowns, so I mean, it's still good for Radiant. You kill the Axe, like it's always worth, but there is gonna be this Luna issue where I think, from what I've seen, there does hit a limit on the Brewmaster scaling, which is right around now-ish. It's like that level 18 is his peak. But then he starts falling off when the carry gets items past that. Because you don't have the 20 talent that he used to. He used to have a 1200 HP talent, but now it's only 600 at 15. So it's like Brewlings are a bit squishier late game. He has the AC to tank them up a little, but Luna just innately counters the hero with the glaives. So yeah, I think like a BKB, or not BKB, Daedalus, or even a Swift Blink. I've seen some people do that where they just like Swift Blink onto the Brew as he ults and tries to kill all of them as fast as possible with like an Axe Call. I think that's like a really good way to play it as well.
Obviously, at the moment, KSH is deciding for completing the Hurricane Pike. We'll have this bunch more stats, some positioning for herself, and they're actually going to try and force a fight on Yangon. So we still got 2 minutes out of the Ages. Even Radiant will try and go. Scan's going to be on the mark. They're on a bad position with the low ground. Drick trying to run himself away. Meanwhile, Aya, they try and jump in with the call, but it's a little bit awkward. He doesn't get the initiation they needed out of the Axe. And now it is catastrophic. They've lost 2. Luna's gone and it doesn't even get BKB off.
I mean, I was saying Luna should be taking up with the Scotty to kind of survive, but not if every button gets clicked on her and she doesn't get any defensives off. No W, no BKB, no nothing. And hey, you see her break the smoke. They had to have known. I'm surprised he didn't use his distiller to like check the high ground when his smoke popped. Because I think that's the main reason to buy the item. It's your smoke pops, you click it on the ground, see who it reveals. And also I think the Axe jump was a bit off the mark. I think in my perspective, the way that they want to take the fights is you have like your Enchantress kind of walk in, or your Storm do a jump on Vision, and then you wait for like the Brew to brew the split, and then you Axe Blink on the split, you call and you kill that guy. But it's just they're kind of off the mark in a lot of these fights.
It's the moment Carstensz could be a little bit messy, like just a random spell, whether it's Kisses used early or a Rocket Flare, maybe a Fade Bolt, clips him, cancels the blink. You got the Jetpack as well to help Radiant like reposition accordingly. And just haven't really been able to see anything going from Yangon. It feels like this is identical to yesterday. We've got to keep in mind, again, game 1 yesterday, they absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
Game 2, they were winning for like the first, maybe not winning, but they were playing very well. The moves across the map, everything was working. Maybe had a couple thousand net worth lead. And then we just saw like, some things didn't really go their way, and it felt like they kind of completely lost any structure. And we haven't seen that come back. And then game 3, we didn't really see that yesterday too.
Yeah, my worry is with them is it felt like it was so momentum based, right?
Yeah.
Like first game they just had momentum the whole game. It was good. This game, momentum out of the lanes, and then it was on that wisdom rune. The second that play happened, it's like they felt super good because the axe killed all 3, and then they have like one bad fight. It's like, oh, never mind, guys. We forgot how to play the game. So, I mean, if this smoke doesn't work, maybe you kind of take a step back, go get some fresh air, and lock in. But for now, they're stuck here, and Luna needs to get her BKB off, and she needs to kill the split. I think the fight is still winnable. Luna's still extremely strong. It's just you need this almost perfect execution team fight for them at this point.
Very interesting how everyone's... Dai got behind Radiant. Now Radiant will control the outpost. If they're of course, it's going to get taken if they want the Tormentor, but it's a risky play because if they instantly beeline down and you're low, it's going to put you in a very awkward position. They're actually going to run potentially into their triangle. He's away from the team at the moment, so you don't have the Enchantress to maybe have that first point of contact to enable Repeater to get the jump. Straight edge. Initiates in. Same as well. They'll get rid of the ward instinct. There's the call with the Luna damage as well. Is it going to be enough before the Brew ulti? It's close. It's close. Is it enough? The defensive telekinesis is out. Same will live, and meanwhile now you've got the Cyclone up on the Luna with the BKB over. She is gone. It was close, but unfortunately they were just lacking a little bit extra damage. And now this high ground, you're potentially under siege if they want to walk up
he saw
from
the storm on bot
Carstensz.
with the snap. Oh, he knows he's there. No mana for TP. He didn't TP.
No, and that's going to be Gem. He's going to try and TP now. If you got the damage for Selman, no, he doesn't have enough.
Dude, he almost caught him on the Rubik actually with the telekinesis AoE stun. I want to say that commit on the Brew was a bit overextending. I don't know. I think it's so unrealistic to actually kill the Brew at the start of the fight. He's so tanky. You need to like jump him away from this team, but especially knowing that the Rubik has the shard, which it's not a surprise, right? He got it at what, 22 minutes from the Tormentor? Yeah. Everyone knows this. It gets announced.
Zip in. Okay, well.
By Enchantress.
And now Seme as well is also going to run into Drake. So both supports just giving some freebies over him. Now, this will absolutely guarantee a second full set of barracks in the mid. You've got no tower top as well if they want to look to try and swing over there.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to go for the mega creeps. I mean, yeah, you could see the Luna fight, but dude, I really want to see one time Luna actually focus on the Brewlings. Like we saw that one time mid and the Brewlings died so fast. So it's like, just let him press split. Use a bait. Use your Storm. The Storm, I feel like, has had... He's been too scared, I think, to actually be able to do something. I think, obviously, yeah, Tiny is strong versus him, but... I don't know. You can't always play scared. The games get way too hard when no one's confident enough to make a move.
No, a move has to be made. They aren't just going to protect the clock for the moment. The Cookie as well to get him away, but looks like it could be a free kill onto Aya, which maybe gives you an opportunity to try and run Radiant down as they're disengaging from the base. They did get the Mega Creeps, and Seme actually jumped in to put his body on the line, but he's got the Aeon and the split as well. He's guaranteed a second life at least. And meanwhile, they're just going to be pushed further back. He's surviving long enough, but enough. Double Cookie with the Arcane as well from Selamat. And they will live to tell the tale. Mega's 24,000 lead and one fight away from game 3. Looks up.
I got the BKB up on Tiny. You can just get
careful,
in there.
Ace 12. Telekinesis back. Nice 4-star. And the claws ball for Repeater connects up to 2, but they're going to be able to blow the Luna up before the BKB.
Luna.
It gets it up. It has no Satanic to work with. So without the life, still down she goes. And that was the team fight to secure game 3 by the looks of it. But the Storm and Repeater is still trying to find the angle, but Carstensz, they're doing an exceptional job to make sure that they never group up. There's never this multi-man call that Repeater has been begging and waiting for this game. And they're the G's, and our first elimination series of the qualifiers will go a game 3.
I am thoroughly impressed, especially I would say the Brewmaster. I did not expect the Brewmaster to be able to kind of have the maybe the lanes are just too bad for Dire. I don't actually know. I think a lot of this game is going to be determined in the first like 6 minutes of the game without the lanes go. I think Darkseer also is in this really awkward bad position of laning versus an Oracle as Darkseer, which I've seen those lanes go either like it doesn't matter and Darkseer free farms or terrible.
Yeah.
It's like very, very polar lanes. Like something crazy is going to happen.
I guess like you also don't get value out of the taser in this lane, which this spell is absolutely stupid. So I don't know, the D patch I don't think particularly changed too much about it. We'll see if you can get also purge that off as well with the Fortune Zen or whatnot, but
they're gonna walk into it with the smoke.
30 seconds to battle.
Okay, nothing too crazy.
The lanes are important with bounties in as well. One team's able to get an extra bounty. See if
I think
that plays
everyone
out.
should just their goal should be not to feed first blood. I think the lanes are so delicate this game. Like all 3 lanes for both sides. Mid is more so delicate for the Earth Spirit, I would say. Zeus is guaranteed 50-50. Top is definitely delicate for the Slaughter. He wants to survive, and bot's delicate for the Darkseer. The carries are happy. Like they should both be chilling. I want to see this first wave mid though. Like I'm just gonna watch this wave 1 mid and just hope that Earth Spirit doesn't mess up and die, because it happens, man. It's gonna catch up to him.
Should you stick
You'd
level
be
1
surprised.
with the should you start with
No,
stick? No, okay.
I mean, you can. The issue is you just really want bottle by 2 minutes, and when you go stick, it's really hard to actually get it. All right, let's see. Is anything crazy going to happen? I'm gonna look like a fool when nothing happens.
No,
See, look at his health. Look at this. Look at
Yeah.
this. He's half. And then if he like played really far up on Zeus, the way I've seen people play it is he would have been on the hill and right clicked him like 3 or 4 more times, and then he would literally be queuing him right now.
Okay.
And just you kill him right now on this like 4th creep because he's too low. So definitely playing a bit more defensive. So nothing crazy. It looks like mid will be even. Fortunately for Earth Spirit, and that's what Earth Spirit wants. We look at top, already taking a beating on the starter with just level 1 illusions on the Terrorblade, just kind of enabling him to just zone him out. Bane did take a lot. He's gonna have to salve up, so I think there's a really nice like bushwhack trade onto the Bane, and the wave is pushing, so it's looking like at least for the first minute or 2, starter's gonna have a pretty good time up here. And then we look at bot. This is the lane that's most confusing to how it's gonna be played out. I think Oracle generally is pretty weak in the laning stage, but because you're playing versus Darkseer, you actually have like game options to do, right? Like you have different things you can do with the Q. Oh, they're going on the starter actually top of the blood grenade.
Very close.
Gets out.
So is the Oracle, does it more just stop the aggression from the Darkseer? Do you hinder his farm at all though?
You definitely are really annoying because a lot of the times Darkseers, when they hit that level 3, want to like get behind the tower, pull waves into the small camp and farm. And he doesn't have the mana to do that into an Oracle. Because if you just trade 1-to-1 Ion Shells for your Q, you already have like a bigger mana pool than the Darkseer and more mana regen, and your spell costs less. So it's like everything about it is just going to scream Oracle's happy. Okay. And Shadow Fiend's the hero that if you give him these like basically 1 versus 0 lanes where he's just free farming, he's going to get off way too good of a start.
Good lane. Young PH was a right click away from dying actually. Selamat didn't have enough mana for the Arc Lightning. So bottled up with the 2 minutes. He's bought a blood grenade as well. Did you mention, was it him yesterday you mentioned? Was the blood grenade in
Yeah,
Joyo?
it was him.
Okay.
It was him on the Puck versus Void Spirit, I believe, in game number 1.
Do you see kill threat here with the blood grenade in this lane?
Not in a 1v1. I mean, like if the techies walks towards mid, which he could, I could see him angle there right now. They definitely would have kill threat with a blood grenade, but in like a solo kind of situation, definitely not. I think that maybe like Zeus full commits, tries to jump in, gets a kill, but it's too like awkward for it to kind of occur that way. Like what'll probably happen is he'll be too low, he'll walk. Oh, he wants to kick him into tower. Okay, good silence.
Nice damage.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh,
Also now he's going to take some damage with the aggressive glyph. Wasn't that much though.
Will he use silence to break the clarity? He might.
Let's see.
I don't think there should be a kill here. Like I'm just kind of stressed watching this because he's so low, but yeah, he'll go base. All right, calmer game.
What is the item build that you've been liking on the Zeuses?
I genuinely do like the just going. I think the rapier build is actually the best Zeus build, which is crazy to say, but I like that you go Kaya and then you go like Ags, and then you go Refresher.
Okay.
And then you go Octarine. You can upgrade your Kaya into either Kaya Yasha or Kaya Sanj, whichever you kind of prefer. Oh, and then you buy the shard after your Kaya. So you're gonna go like Kaya Shard Ags. I think that's just the most consistent.
Looks like we're gonna get our first blood. Say mate. We'll be ran down with the bash. Meanwhile, I know Ayad and Drick were also kind of duking it out, but no, they're fine. No kill is going to occur there. So top's gone pretty well. I mean, you do see, of course, the Turret Blades on top, but definitely the first blood is going to be a way to equalize.
Yeah, I was a bit worried about the Sardar, but I mean, he's not doing great. Obviously, he's like lowest net worth core, but I think XP wise, he's doing pretty decent. Hoodwink got a kill, so if the Sardar got that first blood, he would actually be like somewhere in the like first or second place, to be honest, in net worth. So laning Sage, it is pretty much dead even, I would say, across the board. Like no one's super far ahead, no one's super far behind. The biggest winner of this to me is eventually going to be the Darkseer if this keeps occurring. But again, Oracle's the kind of hero that's going to just shut down the early game farming. Darkseer can never play back and be aggressive behind the tower with Ion Shells. So it's always going to be on the back foot in terms of farming speed.
How would you like for Peter to itemize this game? I know the Darkseer can have quite a versatile item build.
I have been liking the Helm of the Dominator on a lot of heroes. Like even Axe and Centaur and Darkseer are the three that I would say I like building it on the most.
Sure.
But after that, I don't really. I think he needs armor, so he can go. A Lotus Orb is good versus the Sardar or Greaves to kind of purge himself. Shiva's is really good in this game. Ags, something along those lines of like some combination of two of those items are probably good. Whether it's like Greaves, Ags, Greaves, Shiva's.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Does seem like Greaves he's got the headdress queued up at the moment after the arcane, so we'll see if he's going to continue to go down that route. First power rune, something too crazy. Selamat gets the invis. Has level 6 up, however. Do need to pay attention to some of the side lanes. Top lane, there we go. He's going to set up with the Nightmare. TP will come through from Drick. Even young PH is here as well, so we saw him be pretty active in game 1 when he was playing the Earth Spirit, but the bigger kill is actually going to be bottom instead. They invaded the triangle to stop Repeater from farming here. This was, level 5 as well. No need for the Requiem.
Yep, another Oracle matchup. You hold your Q on him, and basically if he doesn't instantly press his Surge, you're going to root him for 2.5 seconds, and if he does instantly press it, then you insta-purge it.
Same.
So it's kind of like no-win situation.
Even Zeus is slowly starting to waddle on over. He's going to have a really good position to just spam some spells, and it could be a bit awkward from Dire. Well, Shadowfade's even TPing top as well. Absolutely. They're going to dip, but unfortunately, young PH will not be able to. Carstensz, they bring the numbers, and they'll get someone with the wisdom. There we go. Ace will go back.
That was that was definitely a bit too deep. Like, I know you got the kill on the offlaner and you want to show up there, but you have to expect that the Zeus is going to easily show up and TP to that, because it's not like he's a mid who is going to TP to the safe lane and set up a kill. He's always, if he's going to use TP, just use it defensively. So you just give him a free fight. And it was also just scary. Even if he didn't show up, they'd probably at least trade for the techies with the Zeus ult, right? Like they have so many different options with this hero that it's looking pretty good.
Now they still have the Thunder Gods for the fight mid lane, with the Magnetize currently on cooldown from young PH. So see, top will roll in, gets the bottle. Silence with the multiple as well. Yeah, they got to be careful. Salamat can just freely spell cast the Thunder Gods. should guarantee one. Ace is going to be able to walk it off.
Yep.
But,
Okay.
yeah, they got him in the end. Bane lives on about 20 health. He's chilling.
That was way too close. He like got mana from a clarity, and he was lucky that the Earth Spirit illusions were hitting the Oracle, not him.
Back-to-back deaths in the Earth Spirit. I don't know if you brought up if it was in the post game or after the game, but we've been these mid laners or cores in general. There's been a lot of back-to-back deaths we've been seeing.
People really love the back-to-back deaths. It's something about it gets like the blood flow, and you're like, yeah, like let me go TP top. Let me go
Yeah,
TP
I don't want to
mid,
die once, dude. Let's die a second time. Why not?
Yeah, when you die the second
Nice
time, you're like,
pushback.
oh, I'm making space. The first one, it's a feed. The second one's making space. And then make sure first one a space-making death as well. I think that's a big thing.
But he's going to go earn into Blade Mail from Young PH. So it will be the first game that we've seen. I don't know if is this our fifth Earth Spirit game? Fourth? I don't know. I don't know how many we've seen. Regardless,
Fourth.
though,
I think it's the fourth.
it's going to be the first one where we actually see the Earth Spirit struggle. Like all the other games, he's been 7-2, 9-2. Last game was 11. What game one was like 11-0. So the first time that this year is actually struggling in the early game.
I think this is the most deaths Earth Spirit's had in this tournament so far.
True.
And he has it at 9 minutes. I think the most is 2.
Let's see what he can do to catch back up. Of course, your early game, your movements with Magnetize, with the damage that he's able to provide. Once again, the important power room, though, this time the 10-minute one. Be a regen from Salamat. Can help him farm the big stack. They've got a triple or a quad. Sapu. Ace will get some experience too, so it's getting pretty close towards the sharpshooter.
Yeah, but it was a slow game for the Hoodwink, not having the level 6. But gonna get it soon. Oracle's gonna get ult mid, and Oracle versus the Earth Spirit is a pretty good matchup. Like, you pressure Fate's Edict on anyone, they don't take magic damage. You can Fortunate End to purge off the ult if it's like on a single target. So it's a lot of like pretty chill matchups. If the ult has a purge as well. So if there was a good Oracle game, it would be this one. I still don't know if I believe in the hero just straight up, but
KSH wanting
Nice
to try and
assault.
get in front, but easy KS. And now KSH is kind of in no man's land. Can't really go back to the portal, can't run up, so he's going to continue to play bottom. They do have a roll
can't
in.
4-man dive though.
And they're going to be careful to jump in with the blast off straight edge. He's got a big wand along with the Fairy Fire, but they're playing on top of the wall, but the Rec Room's going to try and send them away. They've got the False Promise as well, so straight edge is completely okay. Meanwhile, Young Pietz, it's another death for him, and Selamat should be able to get Drick. And this is getting really out of control from Yangon.
Thankfully, Oracle just hit 6, I think, on the creep wave, basically as that dive was happening. So he's able to TP, and then, yeah, that's like the scary thing for Earth Spirit. I think in the matchup, you saw the Sardar. Like, Sardar responds to the TP, presses Crush, presses ult on the Earth Spirit, and he's just dead from full health. And so, kind of like you said, this is the first time we get to see the Earth Spirit actually struggle and see what it looks like, like the little guys down here. The guys who are not top of the network, not 8-0 after the laning stage. He's going to be struggling. This Vessel is... I guess you don't even really want a Vessel, is the probably the reasoning for his Blade Mail. Because of the Oracle. Like, he's just going to purge it anytime you cast it. So, thinking about just a casual Urn. And, yeah, he's even going to skip the Urn. So, full committing to kind of just the Blade Mail, which... Yeah, it gives you armor. But there's not really much damage for you to reflect in this game.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. See. It's going to be a problem. I mean, it's really just like if wherever you go, you're hoping the Oracle's not. The Iron Shell can potentially fix some of the damage problems that maybe you were missing without the Urn or Vessel. Another thing as well, they lost their Wisdom as well and die. So both supports are still on their level 5. And this tower up top should be for free. No one's going to be able to contest it.
Yeah, you need the Techie 6. Techie 6 is such high damage. I think the new tech with the mouse wheel, have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Where they
What is
bind the
this?
ult to the mouse wheel?
Really?
You basically, while you're in the air, you can cast mines while you're jumping. So
Why?
you put it on scroll wheel, and you like scroll like up as you're jumping, and you just like go in a circle, and you just place mines all around you. So it's like you perfectly place mines like as you're landing from the thing on them.
Must be so
It's
awkward having
so
on
hard to
scroll
deal
wheel
with.
though. I'd like what?
I think you can have it as both. Like you can have it as R and scroll wheel. So as long as you're
Really?
not, yeah, I think you can have 2 key binds for it. Like one's quick cast and one's like normal cast or something.
Sure. Top lane KSH, they're slowly starting to dwindle down the TP to force some response. Now Salamat's gonna poke his head throughout with the Zeus. Nice magnetize as well, but young PH, he's got to play his distance. He know he can't commit heavily. It's a bunch of damage, but until the Shadow Fiend comes from the north, they've angled off the Earth Spirit. And now Drick's going to be ran down as well. We're up to a dominating streak already. It's just bad to worse, and we're not even done. Tiki as well. Nightmare's on cooldown. Same's going to be able to wave him goodbye. He's got the rest of the team shortly nearby to also get a third for them.
Yeah, and Zeus is looking I want to say Zeus, but at this point, it's kind of every hero on Raiden is looking really good. The game is just starting to snowball out of control. Is this really just a repeat of yesterday? Is it just like the game 1 stomp into games 2 and 3 just kind of nothing happens and they just slowly start losing?
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Guess, I don't know. At least yesterday game 3 was a bit close. It was like a repeat of the game 2.
Yeah.
So this one is.
This was definitely the worst of the 3 games. But yeah, the Zeus is also insane farmed. He's gonna have Kaya and his shard at the 15-minute mark, so his network's just gonna start scaling like crazy. The shard is just, it's so good on Zeus. The shard is why he's good. It basically, you get free 30 attack speed, which is already how much gold of value? It's like 600-ish gold of value, give or take, from like Gloves of Haste. And then you also just get a free arc lightning every time you auto attack. So you don't even have to use that much mana to farm anymore. You farm extremely fast. It just is so good. And another kill in the Bane.
Do you miss the stupid right click Zeus?
Oh, with the Manta?
Yeah.
Kind of. I've always thought that like the random right click heroes are always cool, but they always end up devolving into you buy a Manta and you're just the most broken hero in the game. Like, do you remember the axe carry meta?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
yeah, I was so stupid. Was it Ame who started that? Maybe Ame.
I think it might have been Ame.
I don't know.
That sounds accurate.
If we go all the way back, I remember TI5 with Fee playing the axe carry, that one game in the grand. Maybe even there was more, but that's the first one I remember. But of course, that was no stupid Manta axe. That was.
No, it's just a carry axe because he had like
that was just
offlane faces void.
Universal. God damn.
There was also what are the other stupid chip heroes there's been? Dragon Knight. I missed that. You know, I invented the.
I was gonna say,
Dragon
didn't you bring this up? Yeah, I remember on another cast you said that you did this.
I was just like, maybe I can use the Manta and just scout everything, because that was also like when the Ags was relatively new.
Yeah.
Just Ags Manta. Dude, they
such a
always
good
remove
Ags,
them.
dude.
Illusions are just, they don't do anything anymore.
Yeah, good. I like that. Oracle, they're gonna get a kill by the looks of it. What is he up to here? I guess has he got a wall? He got a sentries. He's feeding. He's giving it a kill. It's kind of charity work.
Doubling the deaths.
It's nice of him. It's very generous. Yeah, I don't know. I'm happy for like those builds to not be
not be
like
meta anymore or in the game.
I mean, I will say I do really like many item builds being possible, but that one just made it seem like it was a bit cheesy. Like the Axeman.
I see the world that it's like basically every time that they allow like an ability to work on illusions, the hero just revolves around Manta style.
Yeah.
Even like anti-mage. His Q doesn't work on illusions anymore, right, or something? Or
I know
it still does. What am I thinking of? It's diffusal. I think it doesn't work on illusions.
Yeah.
So it's like even like PL doesn't buy diffuse anymore. There's all these like weird illusion interactions now. They're just kind of more of a right-click bot. Catch on the Slardar, but it's more the Bane that got caught.
Can we be able to get the
You could
T1
just
tower down
rush.
bottom? Yeah, but yeah, they're gonna walk into Roche.
And this is like the minus armor. You have the Slardar ulting for minus 14.
Are they
You have the
fighting?
Shadow
Really?
Fiend. This
Because maybe
is-
they can land a combo with the
This could be
blast off
really
and the
good with the Earth
AoE.
Spirit.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to use the central for the vision. Nice read
Maybe
from
with a good
Carstensz. So I'll make
vacuum?
sure that multiple people get out of the pit so they do not clump up. Straight. Have they got the detection? Anything? Straight edge. Walks
The
on the
double
Shadow Blade. They
crush,
don't see him.
no.
And what a crush from Seimei. A hope and a glimpse with maybe how low the SF was, but that was short-lived. Yangon with a potential way for them back into the game, but now Tiki's going to be ran down as well. Seimei jumps over. They'll add a fourth, and of course, Roche shortly theirs.
That's so sad. I think it was scary anyway to want to fight it, but they had to. I mean, the issue is the second your creep dies on the dark side, I think the fight's kind of lost because you stop having this vision. Maybe, but you also can't not send it at that time because you don't know how low Roche is. Like you're in this really, really bad position. Because if you give it up, is there a way you stop the Shadow from hitting your base in the next like 2-3
way.
minutes? Like he's gonna have an Oracle behind him. He's going to be compared to your carry up how much gold? Like 2,000, 3,000 gold probably around that time, if not more. Like he's already almost 3,000 gold ahead of the Terrorblade. He's going to have his Silver Edge, so like I get wanting to take this fight, but yeah, the second that you see the Centaur die, I can't believe they just stuck on each other like that and just give that 2-man crush into the bushwhack. Oh man.
Bottom lane. They've got a great ward outside as well. They're going to kick
Nice
back the
kick into the
SF
grip.
into the grip. They'll use the Nimbus to cancel, but it took too long. So the kill is there, and on the respawn is the Oracle going to be in range or anyone to protect the SF. They'll lay down the wall, and Straight
good
Edge
kill.
will be killed off. I had tried to get in range for the smoke, but he was too far away. Salamat will be able to find an angle to potentially deal with the Terrorblade, which is going to be problematic for KSH. And look at him separating. He'll leap away, but now Rapido's going to do his best to close the distance. And now that they're on the Zeus, they are not out of it just yet. A glimmer of hope from Yangon. Just 2 kills, but important ones at that. It's still a big lead, but it was a threat of these ages just walking down buildings and closing game 3 out.
And the fact they got Shadow Fiend twice is so good. He does still have the issue of a hero that he is not that squishy. That's always been Shadow Fiend's kind of problem, right? Like his Achilles heel is that he generally doesn't get tanky until his like 4th and 5th item. But just a good read on the Earth Spirit to get that like roll kick combo kind of in.
Radiant's middle
Can they really get the wisdom? Oh, the Hellbonder. Any more a follow-up? No, okay. All right, there's 2 heroes top from die. Never mind.
is under attack.
Ooh, so this is how we catch up on Earth Spirit. How we go recovery Midas.
Oh, I've done this. It doesn't work. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Especially this patch. The current Midas is probably the
SF
worst
top
version of
lane?
Midas.
Now we're just baiting, right? Yeah, they Thunders. They
There's
say
no
no one's
grip.
there. It's fine.
They're just trolling. I think this has to be the worst version of Midas in an extremely long time that I can think of. You get no bonus XP.
Yeah.
It's purely gold. I mean, the gold's good, especially if you're using it on, you know, like the random, like the baby skeleton. You just have printed like 180 gold out of the air. But, oh,
Why did they do this? Was Midas actually that strong? I don't even remember.
I think it was good on like supports or something stupid. If I'm remembering correctly, like people would buy it in situations that it felt like it shouldn't be good, but they would buy it because they would just get the XP advantage of having it. I don't remember in particular though. I don't think it was broken for sure.
Yeah.
That mode.
Well, fortunately for young PH, he's got it now. Let's see if it'll work out for him or not. Ace 12, he's happy though. They get the Tormentor, his Boomerangs online for him. His Super Atos, Chasm Stone as well. He's got a bunch of gold. Oracle's got a blink at the early stage too. But TB's got farm. I don't know how much it matters in the... Well, with the SF and Slardar, absolutely. But let's just see the Zeus in particular. If he can be enough to deal with the Terrorblade?
I think he's fine. His refresher's what, like 3-4 minutes away, and then it's rapier time. And by that I mean he's gonna Octarine and then go to rapier.
And then rapier, okay.
Yeah.
You could just go.
And then all we gotta do is wait till like 90 minutes in the game, 2 hours into the game. Gift him all of your bobble energy. Hope he gets, well, that's only if there's a bobble for him. Gift him all of your bobble energy and just hope for the best. You should have actually taken the, I guess yeah, you should have taken Dormant Curio.
Olin.
Play for 80 minutes.
And PH with the kickback into the Fiend's grip. Once again, the Nimbus is going to be used to deal with it.
Nice
They'll use the False Promise as well to protect Semi. Semi, a little bit hesitant whether he wants to run in or disengage with the Bushwhack. It'll help them get the tower safely and also step out.
Meta used. Kill tower acquired. And they're just kind of playing with their food. TV can carry this game. I'll say that. I want to be like, the game looks really bad, but it's definitely not over, and I'll give that credit to the Terrorblade. If he gets Scotty, he is still a very strong hero for Shadow Fiend. Like, Shadow Fiend cannot man-fight him, probably post-Scotty, for the rest of the game, outside of, like, chain stuns on the TV. Because you reflect the Shadow Fiend, you just start right-clicking him, and you'll win that. There's no Manta or anything on him. It's going to be the BKB, which he's going now, but even still...
Oh, he's keeping up in farm is the important thing for KSH. Whoa!
All right, goodbye T.
Deal with a bunch of the mines there as well. Just see,
Easy.
this is their ability to stall out the game is very good on Yangon with the illusions, with the Darkseer creep as well. So maybe that can be something to distance the game and get you in a position where the Midas can work for young PH along with, of course, the Terrorblade.
I can't believe the Midas is so funny. Do you think there's a chance for an Ame GG?
No, Ame GG. Nope. Well, maybe. He wants out.
Ame GG is the funniest thing ever.
I can't. What happened with my Ame, dude? I was like, I'm such a massive Ame fan. I just like, what's going on now? There's this meme about Ame GG.
Yeah. Do you not know the Ame GG meme?
No. Yes. No. I do. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure. It's so funny. He did it like twice now too. It's the funny thing.
I know.
Like, it's not even just a one-time thing. I mean,
they look so despair. They look so despair that event as well. Like for the rest of the games, like it was just, which is not what I want to see, dude. I want China to do well in Shanghai and Southeast Asia, but I want China especially to do well. And then like, come on, bro. Like the events leading up to it, like they're important ones, especially for China, because like you haven't done well the entire year. Like you got to start getting some confidence, momentum. Absolutely. And then Ame just starts GGing out. I'm like, oh no, we're already mentally out. Like, come on. So I hope the Ame GG. I hope it's done. It's done for it. It's just it was a 2-off. The uncrowned king.
Uncrowned king. Still can be crowned this year.
Could be.
Have faith, guys. It's Ame's year. Scotty's now, dude. Scotty's such an expensive item. 1,800 gold away for the Terrorblade, so he's getting there. I still do have faith in the Terrorblade. I've seen this matchup get really weird that you would think Shadow Fiend's super far ahead, but just the illusion of him plus like the right clicks from TB just wins him the fight.
Plus the wall too as well, right? I mean, this is another
and the
thing.
wall. So you basically have like an undispellable aura from the Shadow Fiend, from the Darkseer.
Same, eh?
And then you have a
Gonna
dispellable.
run aggressively once again, but the rolls off the mark. He's gonna try and target down T at the moment. Good eyes on KSH. Can he find a Sunder target? But the Greaves gonna give him a little bit of bonus help. Iad will actually get in range. So yep, there's the Sunder. Rapido gets the combo out as well. So look at all the illusion damage. Shredex has to use the Requiem. So that is a perfect showcase, even though they still lost 3 heroes.
He was just there somewhere, huh?
You won't
Oh.
escape.
Maybe that was why.
His lag. Figured it out, guys. Yeah, I mean, you saw the like damage for a second there in that fight, right? Like the Terrorblade illusions were just hitting the Shadow Fiend for like the 1 second of his ult cast, and they did pretty much like half of his health with just the minus armor aura plus like one Shadow Fiend illusion and 2 TB illusion. That's it. So I can see the vision. I see the possibility between the Darkseer and the TB. My biggest kind of like worry is how the Earth Spirit fits in. Like what is his piece of this puzzle in this draft? He really needs like BKB Shivas, but that is that's like at this rate 30 minutes away. Like it's so far away from to get those 2 items. And until then, he's 1-8-2 on the Earth Spirit right now. He is struggling to kind of get any impact out.
Wait. What? Hang on. How is KSH there? I thought he got out.
Wait, I also thought he got out.
What's he doing there?
I don't know.
I look back at the screen. I'm like,
yeah, I also thought he was just out.
I thought he was in base.
I thought he was in his tier 3. Yeah.
What? I'm
He
so
definitely
confused.
could have gotten out. He definitely 100% could have gotten out. I mean, they have the Cliff Ward. Okay, let's break down this fight. 3 dead. Earth Spirit has buy. I think if he buys, they probably just lose the game because they'll never have impact. Zeus has no buttons to click anymore. Sardo has no BKB. TB's Sunders. He was level 2, so it's still going forever. I mean, I don't think he wins this fight on TB.
Total spawn.
Does he live though if he walks away?
If Darkseer is able to run in and save his life with like run in, surge the TB and like kite that way potentially, but yeah, that's I can't believe he's here. I was not paying attention to where he is. I just like saw it and assumed it was an illusion. I think
Yeah.
He probably did not mean to go here. Can leave me, guys? Cannot.
No.
It was
Come
internet.
on. No, not like this. All right, let's see. Oh, you got to run up because the SF's coming from the right, but yeah, I mean, they're not even going to get Rapido in. It's, yeah, I mean, what, because it really feels like, I don't know if he can even, maybe that's okay. Maybe he can have 1 death considering they don't get any objectives out of it. Roche is still down as well, but it really feels like this is a game where if you have potentially even 1 more death, unfortunately for the TB, like he's got to go flawless now.
Oh, there's the Ame death, and he's not called GG, so
No, it's all right.
it's all good. We're still in this one. There's no way you Ame GG in your last game of TI qualifiers, right? Surely you're locked into your Ancient Explodes.
Yes, absolutely. No, not yet. This is even too. This. The thing is, it's not even Ame GG. This is like Ame GG was like if they're down by like 5k or something. This is 21k is a bit of a different story. Even then, you wouldn't expect, of course, to call it quits on game 3. But what was even the lead in that game? It was close, right? It wasn't even that bad.
The Ame one, it wasn't this bad.
Yeah,
I want to say it was like 10k ish, if I remember correctly. Like it was more playable than this one.
So
this
funny against the druid. He just dies to the druid and he's playing Kez.
GG.
And everyone's like, bro, you're playing Kez. Like, come on, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, Zero's just as strong.
I mean, okay, I'll say it one more time. We gotta have faith. Is everyone watching? Let's get a long game going. Let's get a 70-minute game here. Do not let these teams get eliminated from the qualifiers so easily. TB can delay the game with 1 perfect fight. Scotty plus a perfect fight is still like a possibility, especially if Radiant's going high ground. Darkseer is also maybe gets like the blink dagger before this high ground push. Maybe not. Maybe you don't have time. I think KSH needs to be more aggressive and farms a tricamp or something. Like he really needs to get the Scotty like now.
Yeah.
At worst case scenario, consider like selling the magic wand or something.
I don't know if he was worried about the Thunder Gods because they used it before Roshan. Maybe he thought it was going to go back, but oh man, Nullifier. Nice drag back and a kick away. The Esprit, he's going to Blink Aether, the build that you mentioned before. So this is his way back in, but unfortunately, you're going to need a lot more gold to get this.
I think he went the Blink before them instead of the Midas. They actually maybe could have done some stuff in the fights, but all right, Scotty's finished. This is your hope. This high ground push, maybe you want to... Okay, Nightmare kicking back
gets
in.
a kickback.
And Earthspirit's
They've got a way to hold him into place, and
Oh,
yet
he's alive?
Earthspirit is just dying, but no, it's not. And now Straight Edge is in the middle of the team fight in a very awkward position with the wall
TV's doing a
that
lot
it
of
will
work.
respawn on. This is absolutely the fight that they need to capitalize, but the BKB from Straight Edge, but just look at the right-click damage, and we are not over just yet. There is that fight they needed from Yangon. They got the Skadi fight, and now this game could stall into a bit of an awkward position from Carstensz.
All right, so again, that's, the whole time, even in the draft, it's that one matchup, right? That one interaction of TB just does way too much physical damage for Shadowfiend. Shadowfiend is one of these carries that just like hates getting full foot. Oh, wait, KSH? Whoa, this is the real KSH. Bot lane, all alone. Guys, wait, why are they scared? It's 3. I think they just burst him. I guess Zeus had no buttons. Okay, never mind. I was worried for a second. I thought he was dead. He's fine. But still, let's look at the replay. Like, that was a really nice Nightmare to kick onto the Slaughter. I think it was actually unfortunate that he was invulnerable, so the Earthspirit was in even more like committed. And then he just ends up dying to like the random Zeus spells and anything. But you can see just how much damage this Terrorblade is able to do just in the fight. Like the Shadowfiend literally died before he could wind up his Requiem. There's no BKBs, no nothing. It was just pure physical damage.
IT, the vibes are on. His bait's not really done much. He's got 10 deaths. He has 10 deaths, but the team is, they got that fire. They got what they needed. BKB's almost up from KSH.
Yeah, let's wait till the Dire base gets a little like Christmas ornaments. All the techies bombs just go everywhere. So anytime a hero blinks in, dude, I actually have seen so many games thrown because of techies mines in the base.
Yeah.
Like I can see it already. The Slaughter like blinks in to try to like, get some good jump on the Bane, and then he's like, oh, I just died. I've taken, I think it was 5,000 damage in less than a second to a techies one time.
Oh
as a
my
Doom.
god.
I
That's
was
so
a Doom with the
stupid.
heart, and I just died 100 to 0 by blinking into the base to try to get an initiation.
Yeah, because surely you think you're right. You got a
You're like,
heart,
oh,
5k
like, I'm
health.
fine. I think I had a consecrated Raps too, and it was literally like 4,000, 5,000 damage just on like on stepping on 5 mines instantly.
So do you like this build then from Young Peach? Because again, he's changing. It looks like he's going Shivas. So I was, we saw across the Blink Aethelins. I was going to ask you then, like, why is this any different from like just going straight rushing Scepter? Because we just saw if like the SF is out of position with solo wall on him and TB illusions, he dies. It does not matter.
Ooh, Zeus should, oh no, Zeus had to commit the ult like half a second earlier. He would have gotten the Bane. Oh, cancel the Earth. Oh no. Okay, Earthspirit's gonna land. I think the Shivas is good now that you've won a fight because it'll enable him to actually live when he presses roll and goes in. Like if he had a Shivas for that last fight, he doesn't die there. He gets like the real like reset, like he kicks, he walks away with the Shiva's armor. So I like it now, but based on how the game was playing before, I would have preferred he went like Blink Aether instead of the BKB Midas and gave his team good fights, like gave his team those clean initiations. So I like this now. I think it's good.
Do you like this call though to try and force a fight? Did you just farm the map though?
Not particularly. Like, I think you're happy in your base. Like just keep making the game go longer. I mean, if you get a good fight, sure, but your Bane is never going to be able to get a grip.
It's going to be Slaughter that runs into first. He's really slow to react as well. He does not see that Yangon are directly up in the face, and Salamat as well. The leap's already been used. They got the friend script, but an even better false promise. They'll cancel this instantly. That push them away as well with the Requiem case. Edge is starting to beat onto the Shadowfiend for the Force Staff. Gets him out of danger. Have they got detection? Do they know where Straight Edge is? They do, but they want to disengage. A BKB TP out. Will they all make it as well? Bane escapes.
All right.
And they're too slow to catch anyone else. So just one person dies on the Esper, but they may now stick back inside the base.
I mean, it could have been a good fight. The hardest thing I think for Tihi in this game in particular is having to deal with the Zeus. Anytime he grips someone, there's always going to be a Nimbus to cancel it instantly. I think at this point, he's probably, unless he's getting a kill guaranteed, he'll just cancel it. I think the biggest issue I saw in that fight was the Darkseer wall, to be honest. I think you can't wall anything but the Shadow Fiend. He like he vacuumed the Zeus
Bubble
and then
KSH. Oh, okay. I don't know if they actually saw him. Regardless, he gets away.
Well, just ignoring him for the Bane, getting the big kill on the 0 and 11 Bane.
Yeah, of course, yeah, dude.
I don't know. I think the fight's like if he held the wall for the Shadow Fiend and just like casted on him as he's ulting, I think they just win the fight there, even if it's awkward, or it like makes it way scary for them to fight into. But the second the wall's cast, it just gives Straight Edge such a simple, like clean fight. He understands that he won't get out damaged at that point anymore.
Do you like the Hex on Rapido, or do you like, I don't know how Scepter is currently on Darkseer, but just an extra illusion versus the SF?
I think the Hex is necessary. I would prefer Ags, but the Hex is necessary because his best stun on his team is Grip and is bad versus Zeus. So now, like, if the Shadow Fiend ever shows, or even the Sartor right there, right? Like, if the Sartor got Hexed, he dies. And they can actually take that fight.
Okay.
So I think it's kind of necessary. It's one of those, like, the Ags would feel way better and be better if the Bane was like a lion, you know? And the Bane could just press stun, and it was simple like that. But because they don't have stuns, buying a real stun that you can just point and click, get a guy, I think it's a lot better.
Well, good news for the Zeus. He did get the bauble. So he can go the cooldown if he wants.
No,
he can go the debuff. So we're ready to go. Level 23. He's got the Rapier queued up already. It's taking a bit of time to choose the bauble.
He wants greedy, probably. Like, he doesn't want to give up his greedy until...
I see. Okay.
Probably just until he gets the Rapier. Like, he'll just keep greedy until he gets it.
Okay, makes sense. We got another bauble as well. Drick's going to go for his. There we go. Okay, well, he did it now. So enough for greedy.
Oh, no. Wait, was that another bubble I saw?
Yeah, Drick got one.
Okay.
So Zeus and
Techies. It's always like Zeus, and then just some random support gets a bobble. I think the support ones are so bad, to be honest. Like, compared to like a Zeus core. Because again, the bobble's good at 70 minutes. That's when it's good.
Tiki? Well, pretty good positioning, I suppose. You can careful the mines.
Ooh. Okay.
Double Nimbus to the face. They had a really nice observer from Radiant, the secret shop, that I believe they were trying to smoke to. So regardless, the two pickoffs on supports means that this SF's in the base. The Glyph and TP back.
There's also a satanic finish on the Shadow Fiend. Look at that kick, that blink kick.
So, whoa, one crit down to a third KSH, an aggressive force up into the middle, but the false promise they will need to Kai. Rapido, they're going to lose the life for the Darkseer. Actually, Asunder to keep him up. Doesn't get too much health back. It's a beautiful wall, but there's no Terror Blade. It will not matter by the looks of it because the wall damage is all they need. Rapido, that was the difference maker with the fight at the triangle. Instead, this time, when the illusions are out, they can now run down. This will be a godlike streak if they get Sami, but they're splitting their attention. They're really not going to get anyone, surely. Okay.
I mean, still just a super big vacuum wall and a really good Sunder. I think it was Rapido kind of understood he was dead there for a second, and he actually surged the TB, which I was like, oh, okay. Like, his dying breath, surge your boy, help him out, but then TB's like, nah, man, I got you. You gotta hit this big vacuum wall, and then not only kill the Shadow Fiend and the Hoodwink, they also save the racks, and they're probably gonna get the Roche, so we got a game here.
We do. What's the probability? It's 69% currently. What would you actually put it at with the current game state?
I think it's
with
like
them...
probably just 50-50. Like, I think this is a pretty clean, like, anyone's games. Sure, I will have to give credit. There's a massive goal. No.
What? What? He got the H. Are you serious?
Pressure too.
No way. And they're alive? I mean, no SF. They're going to be able to get the timing out of the roll. Ayad's there as well with a false promise. They'll try and kick him back.
He gets out.
But still, Slaughter's back up on the high ground. He's going to be able to escape. They have to use the wall as well, which means they can't continue the fight. With the SF being up shortly, they will have to disengage, and they're going to sack the lives of the Darkseers. So the 50-50 game that we had, I mean, now it's still... You got the favor from Carstensz, an insane steal from Sammy. I mean, what a game for him. 10, 0, and 13 from the offlane starter to lane into the Terrorblade as well. He's playing out of his mind.
Oh no, the game, it was so close. Like, it was finally getting to the point where you're like, okay, like, they're doing it. They're actually making the comeback. They're gonna get the Aegis on the TB. He's gonna be able to tank all the fights, and now you're basically pulling up to a 4 versus 5 on your racks. Sure, you killed the Aegis, but you don't have your Darkseer, which I'll be honest, I think Darkseer has been carrying a lot of their fights recently. So it's at least.
And look at the vision. Whoa!
That's one hit.
Fate's Edict.
And then
Take
Oracle.
it up, buddy.
He's just pressing. He pressed Fate's Edict on the Shadow and he just pops all the mines. I mean, they have to try to hold it until the Darkseer. It's a bit scary, but yeah, I would just try to press at least like some reflection.
Kick back.
Okay.
Oh, bit awkward still. False Promise is going to be there once again from Straight Edge. He's slowed down at the moment with the Sky. If they've got detection, a couple more right clicks will fly out, but going to be able to get away safely. So full set of barracks, tier 3 tower mid. They get the buyback at a T here, the all-important 0-14 buyback, but Darkseer is alive now for Rapido.
Terrorblade is pretty much 6-slotted. He's got the butterfly. Like, he can't get too much stronger. It would pretty much be like Swift Blink instead of Boots is probably his next thing. Or, I mean, you could get like the random, like, replace your Pike for some Satanic or Daedalus or something, but I don't know. I need to see a probably BKB. Yeah, BKB on the Darkseer, I think makes the fights a lot easier. And there's a Blink Aether Lens for the Earth Spirit. So pushing it is still difficult. Like, this game can definitely last another like 10 plus minutes, but oh, it's gotta feel so bad to like see the comeback and then just have it ripped away from you. Like, you're like stressed out, and I know the comms just got super loud when they won the fight, and now they're quiet again.
Yeah. And now, well, they're gonna have to win another fight with the team already inside the base without the meta for another 45 seconds. They hopefully have the mines.
There's no buybacks on the Dire. Just the Earth Spirit.
He's actually going to go all the way around. He'll avoid another mine.
Oh,
Vision,
nice
Young
dodge.
PH gets the kick. Drag back over towards the Hoodwink. So a quick and easy kill. Bunch of damage from the Zeus, but nothing guaranteed just yet. They'll sustain through with the Greaves. And Radiant, it would just lose the Hoodwink.
I mean, I will want to shout out the pipe on the techies is a really good buy versus Zeus. Obviously, like, you're like, yeah, it's really simple, like pipe versus Zeus, yada yada. But I think it actually let them survive and take these fights. Like, I think also the last fight in their base that they were able to win was because of the pipe barrier, just helping out bit versus Zeus damage. Because we didn't mention it when he actually got it, but he's had this rapier on Zeus, and he's about to get a second rapier on the Zeus. Yeah, look at that.
58k damage.
Okay,
they got the SF. Hex is stopped. They've got all the chain control, and there is no one even remotely close to save him. This will be buyback potentially forced. I mean, they're gonna have to hoodwink up shortly.
Wait, they wasted their glyph? I think they forgot that they don't have a tier 2 top.
Oh.
So like they just have no glyphs for the mid racks. This is definitely gonna be a Shadow Fiend buy forced. The Zeus's refresher's cooldown for 30 seconds. Like, yeah, sure, he's have one round of spells, but you can't deal with two.
Careful if Young PH can find that opening for the kickback. We've seen previously double rapier online for Selamat as well. Can they nuke him down before the sun? They'll force out just out of Nimbus range.
Oh, goodbye.
He will give him some fresh health.
And that is the Zeus
back up.
spells. I mean, you can back. I think backing's the safe play, right? Like, oh, I thought there was a blink. There's no meta, guys. Just take the win. Back up. Nothing crazy. All right. I mean, I keep getting glimmers of hope. I keep wanting to be like, all right, they're back.
The hope's there, bro. It's there. It's there.
It's just a throw every so often. So we just need to calm down. Calm down. Take deep breaths. Take deep breaths. I would not be surprised. We're here for quite a bit longer. The biggest thing I see for the Dire is holding buybacks. Is something that they really need, and the BKB on Darkseer. I think those two things, like Shiva's Earth Spirit, BKB Darkseer, being able to just survive a Slaughter initiation is like the super big kind of key marker for them. And just killing the Slaughter once would be so massive. I think killing the Zeus would be great, but he should not put himself in a position that he's killable.
Let's see if Zeus gets the amp damage or they give it to the SF.
No. Yeah, amp damage with 2 rapiers. He's definitely gonna take it.
Come on.
Oh,
all right.
20 seconds for double ults. I mean, Tihi's just dead, right? Like 100% Tihi's just dead.
So I've for multiple reasons, I'm hoping this game goes late. Of course, for a decided game 3 in close qualifiers for TI. But
you just want to see the bubble.
I heard,
be honest.
I want to see
the bubble.
Yes, absolutely. The thing is, I heard about it, but I didn't see any clips. I didn't go back and watch the game. I've only heard about it, so I don't actually fully know firsthand experience visually. But all right, T's dead. Now pipe was used early on. Same is he going to be able to run into Drick? Taser will give him a bit of extra movement speed. Does he guess correctly?
They pinged that.
What's Straight Edge doing here?
They saw him for a second. I don't know if they're actually able to catch him. And there's an award on. He has a award for the Shadow Fiend, so he shouldn't get. There's a blink on Earth Spirit if he blinks forward. Okay. Woo.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But I don't know if I've ever felt like this game was so close with 30k lead. Like we're not even at the stage where you say the goal doesn't matter that much. We're getting there. We're getting to like your 50 minutes, like 55, 60.
But I think a lot of it does have to do with the carry matchup and the Darkseer. Like both Darkseer plus Terrorblade combined versus the Shadow Fiend makes it like this very like on edge, and also generally the Zeus I think makes it closer than it is, if that makes. Oh no,
they got him Straight Edge. Ooh, a little bit awkward.
Really early Oracle.
They will still get the wall nonetheless. Straight Edge going to be able to step away. Seimei tries to jump in to put a beacon onto his own life instead. Just chaos is the main thing for them. As long as they can get the SF out and kite the wall.
Refresher shard on the Oracle.
They've got... Are they able to close the distance? Refresher, TP out. He's going to make it out. Straight Edge tries to use the Requiem to cover. Meanwhile, I mean, Earth Spirit is in no man's land. He's rolled in, and unfortunately everyone else was not able to follow at all. So 2 for 1. They're coming back though.
I think they need to they need the Darkseer to be closer to these kickbacks and like hex him as he's getting kicked back, because I think if in that situation Shadow Fiend got hexed before he got his pike off, he's like way too far committed and probably just dies to the Terrorblade damage even with the Oracle. I guess the Oracle did have the refresher, which, you know, again, shout out to the Slaughter for stealing that refresher shard from the Roche, but the only reason he's surviving on the Shadow Fiend from this is because of the pike. Because the only way to stop the kick from kicking you is to have another force movement be cast on you. Like BKB won't stop the movement, so it's only basically in this game gonna be a force staff, which is really hard to get your teammates to force staff you.
So why do you go Blink Aether instead of Scepter? Is it just... why do you go this?
So with Scepter, what happens is like you have to roll in, cast on them, and kick, and then you're stuck there for 2 seconds. With Blink, you blink, kick, and roll, and follow the guy that you kicked in. So it's like an instant escape effectively for you, and it's about the same price, and it has a less, way shorter cooldown. I think Ags is what, 45 seconds. So instead of a 45-second abduction, it's an 11-second of just getting this guy into your team. And it's instant as well, because Blink, Kick are both instant cast abilities. So it just ends up... I like it more. The Ags is good now as like another layer on top to like guarantee that the guy's stuck into your team.
Mm-hmm. And maybe gives you a way to deal with the 4 stuff then. Or the pike from the SF. It's a sad game when you go the second item Midas on Earth Spirit. You have to sell it super early on as well for this, but... You know, they are in this game, which is the most important thing, and it still feels like as it continues to go later and later, I actually don't know if this changes much with the Zeus. He's got another rapier as well. You know, it's disassembled in the backpack.
Okay. So... Why did he, I guess he wants to buy his but this is such a waste of money because he has no buy. Look at the smoke.
Wait, do they find an angle?
Wait.
They have a what in the bait? Oh, they have a... Why do they have a sentry there? There's a random set, I guess, from the push previously. So,
That's
so unlucky.
If they didn't place that ward, he was actually dead on Zeus.
And Asame is going to try and run them down as well. Look at the slope of the overwhelming blink. Nullify is going to be there. And a kill onto the techies.
Okay. That was actually so close to him dying, no buy, dropping 2 rapiers. Dude, I know this Zeus build is good. Like, I actually genuinely believe in this build, but it makes the games... I was trying to say this earlier, like, I think it does make the games closer because you're kind of -1 hero. Like, yeah, he does a lot of damage in the fights, and yeah, he'll kill 1 hero, but after he clicks his spells, he still doesn't want to join the fight. So, all he does is a lot of damage once in the fight, and then it's a 4v5. Which, like, sure, yes, it should win you the fights generally, but if there's a lot of, like, regen or lifesteal or magic resistance, like, you kind of don't have a stun, you don't have an initiation. Like, compare that to an Earth Spirit.
Yeah. And we haven't really seen it yet, but there's also your potential of this kickback into the mines as well.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to also set that up, but you get the Aegis. So you have the second life now. Straight edge with the Shadow Fiend has got the cheese in the backpack. Refresher was given over once again through the Oracle. So we saw previously with the Seal from the Slaughter, that second false promise was pretty important.
Yeah, he cast it on himself twice, and then he TP'd out. It was pretty based. He still did die in his fountain, but...
He can do that again, you know. Screw the SF, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I think the big talents this game, I think TB25 is pretty massive. Okay. I would take the Sunder cooldown over the meta. I think the meta duration's better when you're ahead. Because it's like you win the fight, you push high ground. When you're behind, you get these like random like second Sunders in the fight. Also, especially with like the Zeus, you might just like Sunder your teammate, get full health off a guy that bought back or something. Or you Sunder an illusion because the illusions won't take the ult damage. So I would like it. I think that it's actually potentially game winning. And if he gets this Swift Blink, but he bought the Daedalus, so he actually has no slot for Swift Blink. Maybe you swap the Manta for the Swift Blink? I'm not sure. I mean, this is hard. Everyone's getting way too many items. Yeah. We are getting to that 60-minute.
Nice scan as well. Brain coming close. Repeater, is that the important jump?
Okay.
Just gets inside the base with the surge. 40k lead they're at. They're going to use the Thunder Gods for the vision.
Help the techies.
Same Ace Siege in here with vamp damage.
Yep. The other nice interaction, which has happened a few times, is the Earth Spirit kick is actually affected by status resistance, which is like really weird, but it also makes sense. So it's like the Slaughter, for example, gets pushed, what is it, like 40% less than everyone else because of the Ags. So he is kind of fine to push. Like he won't get committed too deep into the base.
Nah, he's still flawless as well from the Slaughter.
Yeah.
13, 0, and 14. Octarine that he's going to be working on. Zeus 12, 1, and 19. We just saw that awkward only death so far from KSH when the internet went out. Begging for his life, but we said, please don't kill me.
It was internet, please. I'm so sorry.
He's getting kind of close to Scepter with Greedy and is kind of only farming these camps as well. The team has made sure that he can, no one else is coming here, so.
He'll eventually get it. I mean, the Scepter is really big versus Zeus, right? It actually enables him to press his ult instead of being completely useless. Which like I don't think is necessarily his fault. Like the reason he's struggling. That's just like a very hard matchup, Bane versus Zeus. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up like selling his wand for it or something in the next minute.
We're actually getting 60. This is crazy. 42,000 net worth lead. What's a win probability? 89%.
Yeah, I was going to say it's strange because it feels like the map positioning is Radiant waiting for Roche to spawn. Like they're all waiting around this dire pit, kind of like AFK holding, but they're the ones with Aegis. Like they're not, they should be the ones like doing something. They have a minute left on Aegis. You think in their heads like, hey guys, it's okay. Let's go to 100 minutes and we have a Zeus. Or 5.
Yeah, they're actually going to be able to get around and also find the Slaughter. Young PH kick back into the Hex. Oh, the TP got started from the creep, so we didn't get the damage out. No way. They needed that extra little bit of damage from KSH, and now they are so far out of the base, it is going to be difficult to disengage. KSH, he needs a TP or he's going to run towards the rest of the team. They've already lost one of the supports. The buybacks will be necessary. Rapido finds the wall. The damage from KSH as well, but the False Promise will delay the inevitable. Straight Edge, without a doubt, is going to die afterwards.
He's going to die once.
Can they kill him a second time? Age is still for 30 seconds. There we go.
He has BKB and a Satanic. It's a bit scary to go, but I mean, it's still really good for Radiant. I wanted to be like, yeah, at least they killed the starter, but it's still a 4-for-1. You force out the Earth Spirit by. I think that was like a big showing of how much damage the Zeus really does with the triple rapier.
7.5k. Okay. Well, KSH got the gold from Seimei, so 9.2k in the backpack. It's pretty slotted, unfortunately. And without the Darksy,
this is. I mean, guys, there's no Zeus ult. This is a good time to go. Yep.
Kick back. Oh, instant hex. The damage without the meta, though, from KSH, we see with the early False Promise as well, but Rapido's buyback is so important. The fact that they forced it out on Radiant. They won't be able to run into the Shadow Fiend, so it looks like he can get out, and Ace 12 will also live. So that's a dieback on your Earth Spirit, and you get the what feels like just as important of a buyback here from the Dark. So his life along with the Terror Blades, and now if you kill him again, this game gets much easier.
But he'll now get the BKB on the Darkseer, so he has like a way to commit into the fight and not die instantly. I also want to just do the Sorter damage in that last fight was crazy. Like when they went on him and they just the grip gets canceled and he presses crush on 3 heroes and they all just are like 50% out just off one spell. But thankfully for them, they have the Bane Ags. So you can actually Fiend's Grip for sure. There's no way Zeus can cancel all 3 with at least with 1 Nimbus. Or even 2 Nimbuses. So there's a big possibility of like an Earth Spirit kick into a grip, killing the hero, or like a vacuum back into a grip. So the Slaughter is honestly not 100% safe. Look at this, like, sure, you have to deal with the Oracle, I guess is still the worry, but Slaughter, that's a lot of mines.
Oh, very close to getting the back.
He almost got vacuumed. Oh, there's the
Jump in
Oracle.
with the Fate's Edict. There we go.
Very cool, very fun.
20 seconds they need to hold to the Earth Spirit's back alive. They don't have glyphs, so it's about to be Megas, but they jump in. They got the Hex under the Terror Blade, but SF is dying.
Wait, SF's dead.
Is there a False Promise? Now they get the jump in. Finally, last second. It was so close.
I think he's still dead.
The nick of time.
Shadow Fiend, though.
See if they're able to get some more important kills as well. No, looks like he's fine. Case actually jumps in to try and follow the Oracle. Sunder is available with the chain control. Is he going to be able to find an opening? The Requiem Feed Hex as well with the follow-up. Anyone trick getting range? No, they won't find it. So it doesn't get the second health back, and on the respawn, he won't have metal, and they won't have heroes.
Nice kickback on Shadow
There's the
Fiend.
buyback. Kick back into the damage. No meta, no problem apparently. Gets a little bonus health back. Blast off. They got the chain control, but the buyback's going to be there. He will look to rejoin instantly at 2 versus 5 for the hope of staying in the closed qualifiers on Yangon.
You gotta go.
You have no glyph. You gotta go. Young PH, how are you going to be able to start? KSH with the double jump in as well. They'll kick straight edge over towards the right side. Fiend's Grip's up in 5 seconds. Tihi's going to get controlled. However, Seimei has been so pivotal for them. 17-1 and 20 is what the Slaughter will end this game on. And man, 51-16 was the kill count, but god damn did this feel so close.
And